gold clasp, get it valued, get it appraised, and I assure you it's not going to be anywhere near the Jewellery Maker prices. It is one of our greatest strengths. I say it all the time, and I know that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you go down and there's another one.
Look at this one. Let's take a moment, and I know they're flying already. Take a moment to appreciate. Look. All with that beautiful golden metallic. Oh, look at this.
And if you did get a gold clasp, that would complement it beautifully.
100%.
Yeah.
We're going to do this in one price crash because there's so many of you there. 4 now. 4 available.
You can almost see Dan, can't you? Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Good luck, everybody. It's a huge closeout deal on some. We only ever managed to purchase 6 of them. Mind-blowing. Knot it, put it on an 18-carat gold. You might have you got a piece of jewellery that maybe that you've inherited that you never wear? You know, give it a new lease of life. Put that gold clasp on a pearl necklace like this. You know, I quite often go onto auction sites, places like eBay or eBay Vinted. That's another one. You can go on Vinted, or what? Gosh, what's one I've gone? Vinted, eBay,
Etsy.
Etsy, thank you. On Etsy, and you can buy the clasp. My point is, this deserves that ilk. It's up to you. I'm not telling you what to do, but you know, if you want to put it on silver, you can absolutely do that too. But the quality of these pearls would not look out of place, is my point, alongside your platinums and your precious, high precious metals. They are perfectly spherical, but they have that wonderful character to show that they are the real deal. Massive closeout deal, which makes no sense whatsoever, considering we only ever managed to purchase 6. They've never been on your screens previously before. Very gently graduated as well. That's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. You know, never mind. You know, since COVID, the pearl market has changed. We all know that, don't we? Hugely changed. The availability of pearls has dramatically changed because obviously the harvests were lost to the sea during that period of time. That's, of course, limited the supply, rocketed the price tag. But think pre-pandemic, jewellery makers, pre-pandemic, we weren't doing pearls of this quality anywhere near that price. Anywhere near. Hello Jill, saying, oh my word, what a stunning pearl strand. I'm obsessed with pearls, and thanks to Jewellery Maker I've been lucky enough to afford high-end and more simple strands.
Oh, lovely.
Unbelievable.
Nice,
absolutely unbelievable. Like you, Jill, I'm obsessed with them as well. It's the gemstone I buy the most of here at Jewellery Maker, bar none.
Yes, yeah.
Are you the same?
I think I might be actually now. Yeah, I've never thought it, but potentially,
100%.
yes, yeah.
I buy more pearls than any other gem from Jewellery Maker. And I've never bought pearls from anywhere else to the level of Jewellery Maker either.
Yeah.
149. I've only got 2 of them left now, and there were 6 in the world. I mean, how exclusive is that? We'd have bought more. Of course we would have done. If we had the opportunity, we would have bought more. But we've got to always be mindful in the back of our heads, you know, consider that it's going to take us at least a decade after the pandemic to actually recover from the impact of COVID, effectively to bring those harvests, bring them back to life, because it's not just a case of, right, there you go, nucleated that oyster, leave it, tomorrow it'll produce. It takes time, it does take time.
I had never thought about that until you'd said it, you know. You just think, oh, gemstones in the ground, they're just that, but they're not, are they? I'd know until you said it the first time.
You can almost put a key in the door for a diamond mine, can't you? However, when it comes to pearls, you can't. They need nurturing, they need caring, they need water temperatures, and it's sold out, well done. They need filtering. Linda, Catherine, Hazel, who got 2, Melanie and London, well done. If you are any of the people that missed out, wish list it, I would suggest that. Unbelievable. Make sure you stay where you are. Don't forget we've got that amazing parcel of Gilling Peridot coming your way. Again, something that it's still very much being mined. However, we have been priced out of it effectively. We've never brought to a parcel an amount of Gilling Peridot. This is absolutely unbelievable. What a collector's opportunity. We've never brought a parcel to air like this, and you do get everything on your screens right now. So we're going to do a massive deal on your Gilling Peridot. easily, widely regarded as the finest, most exciting deposit of peridot ever known in history. And it's a totally natural gemstone. So that's coming up at 12 o'clock. We've got a tool coming up with our Clarion Masterclass as well, all about the stars, which is very, very, very
you. Can't wait,
Plus
wait to show you
so
that.
much more. Stunning jewellery as well with Claire. What are you going to be demoing the tool?
Yes, I'm going to show you the tool and how to, if you want to do that like shooting star effect. Yes.
With those earring findings with the deal of the day.
Yeah.
So don't go anywhere. You can see a couple of, we're going to tease you actually with some of Claire's beautiful, oh look at that! Claire, that's so beautiful. Sorry, we've got Adam singing.
Oh, can Adam come out and sing that?
He could. He sang Catch a Falling Star, put it in your pocket. But what about, can you also channel your inner Simply Red, please, Adam? Please. Well, how does he go? Gonna fall from the sky, straight into your eyes.
Is this another Sky song, though?
Don't
It's
stop.
Sky. It's Sky.
Reach up for the sky. Don't go anywhere, jewellery makers. Still so much to bring you. Tools, inspiration, and don't forget the Gilling Peridot. We'll be back after this.
Hi all, designer Alison Tarry here. Just wanted to give you a heads up on what's coming up on the 9th. Wow. Love it. In the 9 AM we have got the most stunning sapphire, the colours is gorgeous, and sterling silver kits. Can't wait for you to see those. They are amazing, with new finding kits which are absolutely gorgeous. Then we've got the in the 12 o'clock. Oh, I love them. There's carved heads, 3 animal heads. We've got a leopard in leopard skin jasper. We've got an elephant in obsidian, and we've got an amazing zebra in zebra jasper with sterling silver findings. Can't wait. Join us on the 9th from 8 AM. Bye.
Shopping with JewelleryMaker couldn't be easier. You can shop via our website at www.jewellerymaker.com, where you can watch our live shows and see all the products from that day. We also have a huge amount of products on our website, from your jewellery room essentials to gemstones, tools, precious metals and much more. You can download and shop on the go with our JewelleryMaker app. Simply head over to your app store and search JewelleryMaker. Alternatively, you can contact our UK-based call centre 24 hours a day on 0800 644 655. Shopping made easy at JewelleryMaker.
Every day, our experts will bring you a wealth of knowledge. They'll take you through the steps of making projects and feature fabulous tips along the way. Whether you're new to jewellery making or a seasoned professional, you are sure to learn something new. We are live every day from 8 AM until 1 PM, and you can also watch back all of the demonstrations featured on the show on our YouTube channel.
Hi, it's Debbie Kershaw. I'm back for my first show in 2024 on Monday the 8th of January, and I've got the most amazing kits. I really hope you can join me. In the 9 AM I've got the most beautiful carved gemstone donuts, and the fluorite one when you hold it up to the light is so beautiful. And then in the masterclass I've got gemstone strands with flower halo beads, and you know how much I like a flower. So Happy New Year everyone, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you can join me on Monday at JM for my first show of 2024.
Are you having trouble finding the ideal gift for that someone special? Then why not treat them to a JewelleryMaker gift card? Simply head over to the website and scroll down to the bottom of the page and click where it says gift cards. You can decide between posting the card or delivery by email. Then decide the value you would like to send. Whether it's for a birthday, a special occasion, or just a way to say thank you, the JewelleryMaker gift card is the perfect answer.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Well, we want to help you on your jewellery making journey. When you purchase with us for the first time, you'll receive the Jewellery Maker handbook. which is filled with 35 different techniques, as well as lots of hints and tips to help you on your way. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome back, everybody. An hour of exclusives. I know. I have to tell you, if you have any plans, don't go anywhere, because we're
cancel them.
Cancel them because between now and the top of the show, we've got so much to squeeze in, and you're going to love it. We've got that amazing parcel of JewelleryMaker coming up. We also have scooch over that amazing new T-bar of brand new jadeite. How I do not know. I do not know. But there is colours and cuts which are so beautiful. Claire was like, oh, I love this shade.
It's amazing, isn't it? Look.
Stunning. Natural type A jadeite in your beautiful rice. Imagine those two together. Natural pink, natural green. They could have been, I agree, Adam. I don't know about the quantity on these, but if we had a big quantity, they would have been deal of the day. But also, check out these shapes. Look at that pink. Do you remember, cast your mind back, Jewellery Makers, to when we first introduced natural pink jadeite, and it was a whisper, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a, yeah.
We shouldn't expect it to be candy floss pink or even rose quartz pink. However, this is almost that strength of saturation, isn't it? I'm not comparing those two gemstones because they are very, very different in terms of their availability. Rose quartz is far more abundant. But in terms of the saturation, we shouldn't be able to say that that jadeite has the same saturation as like a peony pink. Yet in this strand you have it. It's natural. It's never been on air before. That's launching in this hour. Plus you've got the beautiful apple blossom green in your rice bead shape. And then this strand. Ross,
this is like nothing else, is it?
Nothing I've seen. That's your bamboo cut.
Oh, lovely.
All hand carved on a strand. Hand carved on a strand. These are all on pre-order. Do we have quantity? What? So only yesterday we had Dave in the studio saying, look, the days of us saying that we would have big quantities of any of your jades, they're way behind us. I've said those words. However, I'm going to tell you, Jewellery Makers, you've got 100 of the bamboo, 100 of the natural pink, and 100 of the apple blossom green. They're available on pre-order right now. And I know I sound like a broken record every time I say this, but it is so, so, so important in the world of jade. This is jadeite, the rarest of all, and it is totally natural. The primary source of jadeite is mined out now. It mined out in 2020, April 2020, I think it was the month. That's 800 years of history done. And yet we are launching some brand new strands from that location. Any other establishment would say, okay, that's what's happened, hike the price dramatically up, or at the very least match what you see externally. We don't do that. All things considered, it's amazing. Because even if we were to bring this to you today, and I know these are considered prices, but even if I was to say £500, £500, £500, they would be unbelievable deals, don't you think? For this quality. No way near that today, says Ross. No way near. So, shop ahead. They're all available on pre-order. And what, sorry? And the JewelleryMaker is available on pre-order right now as well. We have 100 of each opportunity, Jewellery Makers. So again, if you are consider yourself to be a collector, Type A grade, we know, is that pedigree that we all aspire to. It means totally natural. Every single one of these strands, totally and utterly natural. Shop ahead. The days of us bringing you triple figure quantities of jadeite, well and truly behind us until today. And here is your parcel of Gilles Peridot, which is still very much being mined. However, we're priced out. We can't buy it anymore. We've been completely honest. It's too expensive for us to buy, and you get so many of your calibrated cuts. So that's a whole parcel, really how we would buy them, in a parcel like this, and then you would take one of our amazing team to sift through the different sizes, organise them effectively into each of those cuts. Right, that will be a solitaire ring, that will be a pair of earrings or a pendant. This is one of those gemstones that you are sourcing at ground floor level. However, they are penthouse prices. Does that make sense? There's a big difference. We're sourcing it at sort of, basement level, I guess. And I'm more referencing the price. They are penthouse prices. This is the finest example of peridot in the history of peridot. That's not our words. That has been documented, and I will share publications that are actually talking about this deposit. So shop ahead on those, jewellery makers. Not only that, you've also got, have you seen these, Claire? I launched them the other day, only this week. The carabiner.
Oh my God, I didn't see the front.
Yeah, the carabinas, which is the hottest trend
oh my gosh.
in jewellery, carabiner necklaces. So we launched these this week. We've got the final opportunities of these. They are limited.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
And in this hour, we
How
also
did I not
have...
see at the front?
They're gorgeous, aren't they? And we also have a parcel of not just any old jump rings. Put them all on pre-order, says Ross. Yeah! He's getting excited. How about all your amazing closed jump... Are they closed? Closed jump rings? Closed jump rings. We've got the two textures. We've got the two plain jump rings. I mean, they could be pendants, couldn't they? They could be spaces, most definitely. So all of these on pre-order. Right. Carabiner class, what day was it? Monday. Was it Monday? I think it was Monday. It was Monday. Can I borrow that bust?
This one?
There? Yes, please. Now, the carabiner necklace, and I gave you a whole presentation on the design. Basically, a carabiner, if you are a outdoor adventures type, if you do rock climbing, those kind of things, you've probably heard of a carabiner clip, which holds everything together. But it is also one of the biggest trends at the moment, because you can attach necklaces to this, you can attach charms to this. At the same time, it is a pendant in its own individual right. It comes on the necklace. You get the necklace, which is 18 inches of again, it's the carabiner, brand new, so on trend, plus paperclip design.
That's what I was thinking. That I think these are amazing. That's why I didn't even think to look at the front.
You are, and they unscrew. So if I wanted to loop pendants on there, you unscrew that detail and just loop a pendant on. You could loop gemstones on there, whatever it might be. It's kind of now. First price crash, these are limited, jewellery makers, so if you weren't able to tune in on Monday when I originally launched them, these are encrusted with little ABC pearls. So beautiful. Gold plated 925 sterling silver. First price crash, £120, and there's a very good reason why we start at this price tag. One single carabiner, small, they say, classic carabiner small, £120 from Olivia and Pearl. Ironic though, not a single pearl in sight. No necklace either, actually. Sorry, Olivia. Or she might be called Pearl, I don't know. But ironically, not a pearl in sight. Now, forget £120. This is, I knew you'd love these, Claire. This is Jewellery Maker. When you said limited, Roscoe, I knew she'd love them. I've lost Claire now entirely with this collection. She's all over these. There is 9 left. £34.99 only for the chain and also the carabiner pendant, which is removable, which you can put things on and offable. If you think about the whole concept of what a carabiner clip is, carabiner clip That's what they're sometimes referred to. It's if you're climbing Everest, for example, Claire, you're probably going to have carabiner clips, and that's because next time you do that, because you're going to want to carry stuff with you, aren't you? That's what they're for. It's very much a safety aspect. There's a belief behind the carabiner, isn't there? As well, we were talking about the fact that this is all about security. That's what it's emblematic of. I've got just 5 of them left. There's loads of you getting involved. We launched them literally at the beginning of this week. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's do the silver one of these, which is
that one
there? Yeah. Which is always the most popular as well. You were saying about your girls Lola with the
both Ellen and Lola would love these.
Yeah. With the Van Cleef & Arpels, they'd 100% know about the carabiner style. It's cool, isn't it? It's really modern and cool. Because you can wear jewellery which is very delicate, feminine, pretty, intricate, and this is all of those things, but it's also quite modern.
It's just the versatility of where you can add, can't you, whatever you want on. Some days you might want to just have it like that. Some days you might, I don't know, if you've got a lovely pearl to put on there, the pendant that you've got, just add it on. Well,
you can deconstruct it, and I think on a couple of the examples that we actually showed, we've got it quite simply just looped onto the chain. But we also saw necklaces which were being offered horizontally, weren't we? Do you remember that, Ross? The carabiners which were horizontal and they were clipped either side. So have a All Saints. I mean, this is base metal. It's like an alloy. But there's their carabiner. All Saints is a very on-trend designer. They come with a certain price tag. You pay like £100 for just a bog standard T-shirt from All Saints. But £49 and it's base metal. But there you can see it actually connecting the chains differently. £24, excuse me, and 99 pence to get hold of the sterling silver carabiner, which has got, again, lovely little seed pearls in the centre of. You could separate each of these components. On that basis, that's £12.50. Because if I just scooch for a second, they literally unscrew. Here you go. Literally, come on. Unscrew like this. You attach what you want to attach in there. Put a pendant, put a charm if you wanted to, or not at all. You can even put a loop chain, a link directly onto this, a link directly onto that, and literally just screw it closed, just like so. Amazing craftsmanship, nice and secure. Remember, carabiner in jewellery is reminding us it's emblematic or meaningful of safety and security. And again, you can see that, can't you? £24 and 99 pence. You said these were limited, Roscoe, in terms of quantity. How many? 7. Okay. Dahlia, hello to you in Newport. Nicola in Gloucestershire. Cynthia in London. Julie in Merseyside. Maker, Channel Isles, Manchester. I bet you've seen these on the market with the really modern jewellers. The really modern jewellers that go, yeah, okay, this is the hottest trend. A little bit like the paperclip chain is. It's incorporating both of those popularities. Amazing. And it has got genuine pearls, not base metal, solid 925 sterling silver. Well done. The final few of those. I knew you'd love these, Claire.
I absolutely adore them. Because you know how we were talking about how sort of like vintage styles as well, which I love, and antique as well. There's a lot of that type of thing as well, isn't there? Like big split rings or things like that, where it's the fact that you can add in, or and so add charms, things like that too. I love it.
Well, there was another necklace that I showed that includes the charms. So let's quickly see. There we go. So when you look at carabiner necklace, the central carabiner class usually takes centre stage. These clasps come in various sizes, ranging from dainty to subtle, striking and attention grabbing. For the rest of the necklace, it can be made of chain, paperclip chain, cord, or even a mixture of materials, offering a wide array of style options. This one, as you can see, is literally suspending charms. And you can see, as I was just describing, linked horizontally.
Yes, yeah.
Which one now? Oh! I went very Nessa then, didn't I?
I love this.
With Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It is frankly ridiculous that we are bringing you one of the newest designs with a gemstone that depleted, this location depleted in 2012. 12 years ago. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
These are so lovely.
They're amazing, aren't they? And you get the necklace. This is not us just displaying it on the necklace to show you. You get the necklace as well, which is a classic 18-inch paperclip chain. Even the paperclip chain at £24.99. This is the only one, by the way, that we actually have with Sleeping Beauty turquoise. So if that is your preference, then be quick. In terms of availability, I know they're limited. They were limited when we launched them, to be truthful. How many do we have left of these? Just 11 within the vault. So you have round cabochons of your Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and that's within the closure, which again just screws, just gently unscrews. The carabiner clip, one of the biggest designs in the jewellery world. I love the fact that our team upstairs, you know, they've always got their finger on the pulse, haven't they? They're always looking at what's the hottest trend in the market. Can we bring them up to our audience at a more affordable price tag? And then they go one step beyond and actually include gemstones that are deplete, or locations of gemstones that are deplete, like what's on your screens right now. We had 11 available. Catherine, Dahlia, Pamela, Helen, Elizabeth, Suzanne, amazing. Congratulations to you. Absolutely beautiful. And they look amazing on the neckline. I was so excited when we launched this look. And the fact, you know, there was quite a few different articles talking about this trend, the hottest trend of 2024. And the fact that, look, we are, what, a week into 2024? And we're already there,
got it, yeah.
bringing those designs.
Oh, Dahlia, you will love it. It's Dahlia's birthday on the 4th, so happy birthday, Dahlia.
Happy birthday, Dahlia.
I hope that's a lovely birthday present to yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself.
Yeah.
Now, the Type A jadeite strands that I showed you are absolutely flying on pre-order. So you have your bamboo, master carved bamboo on a strand. You've got the most pink jadeite strand I think I've ever seen, and also your apple blossom green. They're all totally natural Type A grade. So now we're going to do the last of your carabiners, then we're going to do the closed jump rings, then we're going to do the jadeite, and then we're going to do the Jilin. Amazing.
What a lineup.
What a lineup. What a lineup. So up next, Jilin is on pre-order. Oh, never done a parcel of Jilin Peridot like the one you're about to see. Here it is, and that's all totally and utterly natural. Natural. No, they're not green diamonds. They look like it. I know that. It's Jilin Peridot. I know. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Natural Peridot. Amazing, amazing. Now I have 3 more carabiner necklaces to bring you, and they are very different to the original carabiner style. A carabiner can either unscrew or it can push inwards. It's a very secure closure, and if you are doing things like rock climbing, you want that closure to be very safe. Likewise with your jewellery, I would say. If you're suspending maybe particularly sentimental pendants or gemstones on there, you want it to be absolutely secure and safe, don't you? So a carabiner can either screw, or it can be one of those, if you imagine, think back to the All Saints necklace where it has that kind of loop and you push it inwards, feed it on, and then it snaps back. So very safe and secure. Now, we have one of those almost like a door closures of your carabiner. We've got the circles, and also we've got the hearts, which are also bejeweled. Now, in gold. Claire, you were saying about birthdays, Dahlia's birthday. Your birthday's coming up. You need to treat yourself.
Yes, I do.
Now this...
I love all of these. Look at that.
It's a tough choice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I also said this is very Astley Clark. How lovely is this? Seed pearls, and again a carabiner link. So you could separate them if you want, but this one, it pushes inwards. And the only way you'll know, sorry Dan, if I flip it over, can you see? If Dan scooches
so
right in,
isn't it?
Only way you would know, see that little link there? That's how it opens. Just pushes inwards, effectively. But when I turn it back the other direction, you can't see it at all, can you? Now we have how many of these? 15. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But also, I mean, if you love the sea, if you love
Oh, yeah.
The open waters, if you sail or, I don't know, do anything boat related, it's definitely got those vibes as well, hasn't it? And I'm sure carabiners are used on the boat, on the sea as well, on boats. Like a porthole or like a steering wheel. £29.99 only, extremely limited. Straight away we've got collectors getting involved on this. Your carabiner necklace, yeah, it doesn't have to be the oval carabiner. Carabiner comes in different shapes and links and sizes. You can get kind of like a teardrop like shape, rounds. The more rounded square that we started with, and I've also got a lovely heart one coming your way. Good luck everyone, final 15 of those. Now let's bring you the silver version of this design. They are extremely limited, like I said, they launched only on Monday. Only on Monday. Ross must have had a moment, because these were a deal of the day, weren't they? Yeah, I'm sure they were. Yeah, Ross must have had a little moment. He has them from time to time. He said, I priced them up that's right, that's true. I remember Ross is just saying, I priced them up before the show, not realising they came with the chains.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
I mean, it's fantastic, because that means you're going to get extra low prices. Good luck, everyone. Make sure you are checking out your baskets. These are super limited. So this includes your beautiful freshwater seed pearls, 18-inch paperclip chain, £19 and I know why. This had a bigger quantity, Ross, that's why. We started off with a bigger quantity,
good, isn't it?
and we took it to a lower price tag. I wonder if I can actually show you. Bear with, Dan. I'm just going to take this off the strand, off the bust for a second there, because, again, just to show you how this actually opens. And there we go, opens just like this. You see that?
Love, love, love them.
But you wouldn't know it opens, would you? So you could just pop your charms on there. You could put your gemstones. You might have, I don't know, a loved one's wedding ring or something like that.
Yeah, the pearls. Some of the pearls that we've had today. You just put one on, and then you decide you're gonna wear a pearl that day.
Interchangeable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interchangeable jewellery, absolutely beautiful. Tons of you getting involved. Well done. £19.99. And now the last. We've got the peridot, the Jilin peridot coming up. We've got your beautiful jadeite coming up. I reckon this is the one that you're...
I love it.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely. There's that peridot. Closed up jump rings coming up next
lovely.
as well. Oh, so pretty. So, so, so pretty. You get the paperclip chain. Beautiful paperclip chain. And then you get the only carabiner. Believe it or not, that is a carabiner. It does open if I just flip it round. Sorry. Can you see? There it is. Also opens so you can attach directly onto this too. The only one that we have in the heart. Launched 6 days ago. Classic, timeless. Yeah, before you know it, we're going to have Valentine's Day, aren't we? But again, as with stars, when we spoke about hearts in Claire's 9 o'clock hour, hearts are always on trend.
And that is a perfect heart, isn't it?
Bejewelled with beautiful, beautiful, genuine pearls. Let's not lose sight of the fact that you are getting not only the carabiner heart pendant, you're also getting that paperclip, and it's a tenner each. They are solid 925 sterling
it'd be amazing,
silver.
wouldn't it, if it was a, not to say just, but if it was a pendant,
Yeah.
that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But the fact that it does, is, and you've
Yeah.
got all that detail,
Yeah,
and you've got the chain.
It opens.
Oh.
Yeah, they're a tenner each. £10 only. And there's a big investment. Here we go, I can show you. If I just open it up. No, it opens like this. So literally just loop on. Look at all that sterling silver. Very discreet. Loop on what you want. You might not want to. And then it just closes back up. Clip. Into place. Done. Job done. That's £10. It's amazing, isn't it? Claire, did you want to buy some of these?
I would have liked to, yes.
How many have we got of the heart? 23, Candy, Alison, Sue, Maker, Pamela, Christine, Kent, Anne, Dagmar, Cynthia, Maker in Lanarkshire, Tony wanting 4. I had 23 opportunities. There's more than 6 pearls, definitely. Oh, it says that on your details. Definitely more than 6. Definitely more. And I mean, those pearls on their own are rare, mind. To get those little tiny itty bitty seed pearls.
We don't often see them really anymore, do we?
No. £10 per component, effectively. £10 for the necklace, which is 925 sterling silver, classic 18-inch, and then you've got that beautiful, very discreet pearl. I've gone blank. What are they called? Carabiner. Thank you, carabiner pendants. Well done, everyone. Now, what's that? If you are excited about the jadeite and the Jewelling, they are coming. You can shop ahead on both of these. The finest parcel of peridot we've ever launched. And then we have the Type A jadeites. But first, let's bring you the closed jump rings. So now there are 50 available. They are brand new. There is a difference between closed and open. Sorry to state the obvious, but it's true. There's a pack of 50. Of which one am I doing now? Yeah, of which? You get both.
Oh, nice.
50 of each. 50 of the twisted and 50 of the plain. So if I scoop some of these up. Wait, I thought they were all separate. Not separate. So a closed jump ring, Claire, I use closed jump rings when I can, that is.
Well, yes, because we don't have them very often, do we? And yeah, so you know it's completely, if you're thinking about when you're building jewellery, it's totally secure, isn't it?
It's not going to slip out the opening. No,
and so then that means, you know, think about spacers, details, fancy links. You could maybe rosary link into that, or go into it with you know, like an open jump ring if you wanted to. Think about your, you know, chain mailers out there, you know, or just put them all on elastic, something like that. You know,
beautiful.
Which is a really popular design, isn't it?
But we rarely ever see closed jump rings, do we?
No, and gold plated.
True, that's very true. Now you get 50 of each, 50 of the twisted, 50 of the smooth, and we also have 50 chances. So in total, you're getting 100 of your closed jump rings. I gravitate towards the closed ones personally, because your beading thread's not going to work its way out, is it? If you're attaching directly to seed beading, you can knot directly onto these if you wish. You get all of those, 100 in total. The internal diameter as well is 3mm. Straight away, people getting involved. That's a really good point that Claire's just made. We don't actually see them in the gold-plated silver very often. And I know you can solder. You can solder an open jump ring, but it's very fiddly, I should imagine. Claire, is that right?
Yes, yeah, it can be, definitely. And it depends what, you know, think about what you're attaching to it as well. Often, if that's going to be around there, then that can be, you know, that can be sort of quite vulnerable as well with the heat there. So you think about chain or something like that. It's a good chance you might, you know, melt the chain too.
Which is not ideal.
No, you don't want that, do you?
And also time intensive.
Yeah.
You get absolutely 100 closed jump rings, 50 of your twisted, 50 of your plain, 3mm internal diameter. I've got 50, and I can't tell you how many people are joining us on the web and the phone lines today. And it's because they're like gold dust, and they are an essential. You know, think about your carabiner necklaces. You could use one of these loops, couldn't you?
And the jadeite strands that you've got coming up, and how different it would look to have that with the, you know, with the gold.
Now we have how many left? Had 50. How about £1 per closed jump ring? Got to remember these are precious metal as well. So easy to overlook that, isn't it? That, you know, when you've got like this little pile of beautiful decorative rings, they are precious metal. Gold plated 925 sterling silver. How about £1 per closed jump ring? First 20 have been confirmed. I'm not surprised. And they're 3mm internal diameter, which I like that size because they're not too clumpy, are they? What did you say, sorry? 7.5 grams of precious 925 sterling silver. Your next price crash. Cynthia, Angela, London, Christine, Lincolnshire, Anne, Lincolnshire, Christine, Persis, Maker, Stirlingshire, Pauline, Devon, Leanne, that's just a few. How much? 50p per jump ring. And we're still not stopping there. Look how decorative these twisted ones are. Well, the Anna's night that we had earlier on. Your kits.
Lovely, wouldn't it?
Just putting a little selection of these. Use them more as like decorative spacers.
And how nice to have that twisted.
Yeah. Hello, Nikki, saying, morning, gorgeous girl. Morning, darling. Most of my jewellery is based on circles, so closed jump rings soldered together are the main feature of loads of my designs.
Oh, lovely.
Love that. Absolutely love that. And I guess closed jump rings, again, you don't have to solder the jump ring closed before you can actually go into your design. Thank you for that, Nikki. Well, in 20 seconds, we are going even lower. It's crazy though, isn't it? Gold-plated 925 sterling silver. Plus, you wouldn't be able to solder a gold-plated one, would you? Well, you could, but you might be able to see that join.
Yeah, and then the gold, the plating would come off, wouldn't it?
Right.
So yeah, it would come off. Unless it's gold filled, it would. So that one. And you know, think about designs where, I don't know, even if it's a stretchy bracelet and it goes in between rounds, you know, you're not going to see any join, are you?
No.
You can move all, you know, 360 and you won't see any of it.
£34.99 for 100 3mm internal diameter gold-plated 925 sterling silver closed jump rings. Emphasis on the closed jump rings. So yeah, even in a stretchy bracelet, you know, sometimes like an open jump ring will work its way around. You can see that opening ever so slightly. If you are a bit of a perfectionist, which I think lots of our Jewellery Maker customers are, that's not ideal, is it? You would much prefer for it not to sort of show that it's an open jump ring. So when you get opportunities like this and you see them closed, seize it. And I know so many of our designers, I know Claire, you've definitely said this, to just the lengths it would take for you to actually solder each and every single one of these clothes, which is what's happened, isn't it?
Time labour intensive, isn't it?
Somebody's already soldered these
they've
for
done
you.
it for you and then plated it.
35p. 35p. Angela's got 2. Pauline, Maker, hello to you. Marion, Jacqueline, Christine, Linda's got 2. Kent, Kathy, Maker in Lincolnshire's multi-buying. Derbyshire, hello to you. Anne in Pembroke, Christine, Pauline, London, Devon, Liz. So many of you getting involved. Leanne's got multiples of these as well. We don't see them very often. I bet you're short of these.
I haven't got any of them, so yeah.
And would you say it's an essential?
Yes, it's wonderful to have.
The jadeite is coming up in 1 auction's time, not too long to wait. We've got the silver of your closed jump ring, so exactly what's on your screens right now, but in the 925. Now, in terms of quantity, that's how many we've got left, just 11.
Because they would look really nice together, wouldn't they? Mixing them, the metals.
Oh, yeah. Would you alternate, or would you just do it random?
Yeah, well, you could play about. It'd be nice, wouldn't it, to see which ones you were going with, and the fact that you've got the twisted in there too.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Definitely an essential. I totally agree. There's nothing wrong with an open jump ring. They've definitely got their place. But out of preference, if I had to make a decision, I would go closed.
I mean, you think about the bamboo ones. How perfect would that? You could just restrand and add in, couldn't you?
Just a couple of those dotted in between. Yeah, I've got 5 of them left. Amazing. Look at those bamboo jadeites. They're unbelievable. 1 auction's time. You can guarantee your place on pre-order. Everybody pays that final low. And don't forget the Jilin Peridot as well. You can shop ahead on that parcel too, which is absolutely insane. That's totally natural. Totally and utterly natural. Now, already, I'm sure I have said your favourite precious metal colour is silver. And that's not just here at Jewellery Maker, that's internationally, we know that. So I'm really hoping that Ross is going to say he's got quantity. We've got over 100. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, Claire. Arguably though, because these are twisted jump rings, which is two gauges of wire twisted together and then soldered, I get that must be really difficult to do.
I think as well as, I certainly find with twisted wire, it's just, you have to deal with it in a different way because you've got two ends to work with, haven't you? So you've got to be quite careful that if you are soldering it together, that you get a good join. So that can be fiddly in itself. And it's just look a bit messy because the whole point is you want a closure, don't you, that's really smooth and neat. So when you're working with twisted wire, it's a little bit more challenging.
How long do you think, Claire, it would take to solder one of these jump rings? To make one of these jump rings? To make one.
Well, but then you've got, haven't you? So then you've got the pickling of it, the polishing of it. So I mean, it's gonna, you know, you'd have your little conveyor belt of it. But I mean, it's to do all of that, probably a good few hours.
To do all of those?
Few hours.
Okay. And then you've got to source the silver wire as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna be quite, even in the plain variety, it's gonna take a while, isn't it?
Yeah. And also quite, I don't know, I mean, and all different sorts of jewellery making, but I think I'd get a bit frustrated with I wouldn't feel terribly
tedious.
Yes, yeah.
Tedious.
Try a little bit more, the creative bit of it.
No, I get that, because it's a bit mundane.
Don't mind doing a few, but...
When you're talking about 50 of each.
Yeah.
Now, we are starting, we have got quantity. These are your 925 sterling silver closed jump ring in a bundle. We see them probably, I don't know, maybe quarterly, I'd say, on our shows. I don't see them very often. Can't remember the last time I actually had closed jump rings. Yeah, 50 of each. We're starting at $99.99. 7.5 grams of sterling silver. Still got your shieling to bring you, still got your amazing jade outs to bring you, can shop ahead on those. Let's start working that price point down. Under £50, so which is working out at 50p. 50p. So that you were saying quite tedious. You'd earn that 50p, wouldn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's fair to say. That 50p would be very much justified. But we're not stopping there. An essential to our jewellery stash, because beading thread, fireline, wildfire could easily find its way out of an open jump ring, couldn't it? And once that happens, you're unlikely to be able to get it back in. You'd have to de-strand it all.
But and also look at, you know, like Nikki was saying about it. So if circles are sort of, you know, what your starting point for inspiration. You know, you think you could make flowers out of those, couldn't you? They could be, you know, frames for. You could add other little spacer beads inside them. You know, there's loads of different shapes you could make with the circls.
Nestle a gem in the middle?
Yes, yeah. Well, maybe one of your lovely peridot, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, pop that in there.
£34.99, which is working out at what per jump ring? 35 pence per jump ring. And we aren't even stopping there. We have got a bigger quantity of these now. I know that our team behind the scenes will be going, goodness me, they're essentials. We don't really want you to sell them out. You don't actually need to drop that price tag, because we know that this is, you know, this is already an amazing deal. Half the stock is already gone. The gold plated may well even be a sellout. I'm not entirely sure, but it'll be very close too. But we don't, and I actually sympathise with our team behind the scenes. It must be frustrating. We're like, source you some closed jump rings, like, yeah, let's go really low and sell them out. And they come back on the Monday, they're like, you sold them out. We told you not to drop. I do sympathise with them in actual fact. We're about the deals, providing the deals for you guys. We're kind of a little bit innocent, if you like, to the challenges that our team actually encounter to source opportunities like this. 35 pence per closed jump ring, not where we are stopping. We are going even lower. You get 100, you haven't got to choose, you get both the twisted and the round and the smooth. $27.5 grams of silver there as well. So now we're talking about 30p. Imagine, Claire. Hi, Claire, please can you just make me one little closed jump ring, please? So I'll give you 30p for it. You'd say jog on, wouldn't you? Jog on. 30p?
You're all right, thanks, Al.
Yeah, you're all right. Keep your 30p. That doesn't even get me a Freddo bar. That's basically what you're sourcing these for. 30p per closed jump rings. Sorry, I love these twisted ones, but I should show you the smooth ones as well. They're absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? And again, just use them as an alternative to a spacer. They'd be fantastic for that too. Phone lines have gone crazy. It's going to be another one of those situations where our team walk through the door and go, where have all the closed jump rings gone?
They've gone.
They've gone. We've sold them out. Ross sold them out on Sunday. He took them to a stupidly low price tag. But they're an essential, Ross. I know. Yeah, it's just that kind of conversation that's going to go on behind the scenes. Amazing. Well done, everybody. Congratulations now. What a show it has been so far. And we are still not done. Thanks, Claire. Still not done. If you think already we've brought you mega deals, you've not seen anything yet. In fact, Ross, can I just say, these should have been, I love the deal of the day, don't get me wrong, but these should have been the deal of the day. Never mind. They're all brand new. And you heard from Dave only yesterday who said, the days of us getting big quantity jadeite, big quantity nephrite, is well and truly behind us. But we are about to do precisely that. Bring you from a mine after 800 years of history, closed in 2020, an immediate impact on the price of what was already an incredibly expensive gemstone. Plus we have some of the rarest colours, vanadium rich to produce that beautiful peony pink. We have apple blossom greens, and we've got hand carved bamboos, and I've got 100 available for each of you. Be quick on this. We've never brought them to air previously before, and I don't think they're actually going to see another show, in all honesty, because even with the luxury of the indulgence of the last few years, we refer to it as jade fever that we've had. Been so fortunate enough, and I know that has been, there's been some people who have said, for example, that okay, you know, jade's not their thing. If you are a collector of jade, which a lot of us are, in fact it's still our #1 most popular gemstone, to say that I'm bringing you something now from that depleted mine and of this quality and at an affordable star buy price is unbelievable. Don't go anywhere, it's up next. Now, we have 3 strands to bring you. Can I borrow that bust again? Because, yeah, these are brand new. They've never been on your screens previously before. And I've got the most amazing quantity. So one by one, I'm going to show you these against the bust. Because, firstly, jadeite is valued very differently to most other gemstones. It's different to your diamonds, your sapphires, rubies, and things like that. We're programmed for the 4 C's, aren't we? Jadeite, which we've learnt... We understand it far more than, or I understand it far more than I did 10 years ago, probably 5 years ago, 3 years ago even. When it comes to jadeite, it's not the 4 C's. In fact, in the East, they rarely ever actually even mention the carat weight because it is a gemstone as valuable as it is. We talk about the translucency, i.e. the crystal structure. If it's coarse, it becomes very opaque and quite matte. If it's fine, it has, I don't want to say completely translucent, but it has an ability to absorb light, but also it looks like a melting ice cube on the surface. And then we also talk about the colour. Now I'm going to show you each and every single one of these on their own. And I know you might be thinking, okay, well, I could do so much better than that. It's about the ingredients that I'm about to bring you of the fine quality type A jadeite, and it is so important that I mention type A. I have this. We have the pinkest pink jadeite strand I've seen, because normally it is quite pale, whereas this is almost peony. Is probably, you know, that really lovely beautiful pink that you get within a peony flower, like a blossom, yeah, like a beautiful blossom flower. We also have this with translucency. And lastly, we have the bamboo, which is where we're starting. I imagine these would have started as rice beads and then placed into the hands of a master carver. Every single bead has been faceted into this beautiful bamboo shape. But not only are we looking at a gemstone that has a huge and enormous history and story within the East, it's actually taken over internationally as well. Jadeite is considered very protective. It's a gemstone which many believe historically keeps us connected to the heavens above. Lots of sentiments attached to jadeite. That's why pretty much in China every single person that lives there will own a piece of jadeite in some way, shape or form. But it makes sense to see it actually carved in bamboo, not only because it's native to China and of course the panda, it's their source, but bamboo as a plant has incredible meaning associated to it as well. I want to read this to you because again, you'll like this, Claire. You'll like it. It's a really nice piece of literature. So if I ask Claire to hold that, and I'm just going to swing around. So both in China and Japan's culture have a long regarded bamboo as a defining element because it provides the means to sustain all aspects of human life, including food and shelter. Bamboo is the most popular plant in China, where it is considered a gentleman with perfect virtues. It combines upright integrity with accommodating flexibility, and it has the perfect balance of grace and strength, or yin and yang. Bamboo personifies the life of simplicity. Bamboo is used in every phase of Chinese living, yet it needs very little care to grow and flourish. It produces neither flower nor fruit, and the hollow trunk reminds us of humility, with an open heart free of arrogance. Bamboo is a symbol of longevity because of its durability, strength, flexibility and resilience. It survives in the harshest conditions, still standing tall and staying green all year round. When the storm comes, bamboo bends with the wind. When the storm ceases, it resumes its upright position. Its ability to cope with adversity and still stand firmly without losing its original ground is inspirational. Its flexibility and adaptability are a lesson to us all that the secret of a long, happy life is to go with the flow. The young branches at the top of the bamboo trunk will not grow at the same angle as the older branches below in order to allow sunlight for their elders. When the young shoots emerge from the roots, they are under the shade of older bamboo branches. Such a spirit reflects the young respecting the old, as well as the old protecting the young. So huge.
It's lovely,
isn't it lovely?
Yeah.
I knew you'd like that. I knew you'd like that one, Claire.
Really like that.
And that's what the bamboo is all about. And that is why you see such skill being influenced on a strand of top quality type A jadeite. Now this has never been on our screens. It is a brand new strand of jadeite. I didn't think I'd be able to say those words. We know of the challenge of jadeite. You know that we had to literally trade some of our existing jadeite to acquire what was the showcase yesterday. You know, this, and that might well have been the what happened. We might have actually sourced or traded another gemstone that we have within our vault. But incredibly, I have 100. Now, in the midst of the pandemic and really where our jadeite journey began, a strand like this would have been probably, very least £199 for type A grade. Again, we mentioned and discussed yesterday with Dave, you don't want type B and type C. You don't want it. We've kind of set the bar so high and unrealistic. We can get type B and type C, but ideally what we want to bring you is that investment quality that we started with. We set the bar so high from the very get-go. You don't want to come down from there. You want to have that grade, that investment quality that's totally natural. Not only do you get those beautiful carved bamboo shapes, you also get the rounds. And up close and personal within this recording, look at how translucent they are. Look at how wet that surface luster is. Yeah, 3 years ago, probably 2 years ago, probably a year ago in all honesty, Ross, this would have been 199 or more. But, amazingly, on a trip to Hong Kong, we sourced this opportunity for you all and we managed to source 100. Launching today for the very first time. The next price crash. A couple of years ago, 199 would have been an absolute deal. We are not stopping there though. A massive closeout deal. Forget £199. We've halved that amazing price, jewellery makers. How amazing. You wouldn't have seen a strand like this for double figures, would we, 3 years ago? But nothing has changed. Like 3 years ago, the mine was actually, or the closure was imminent. So in actual fact, this should have gone in the opposite direction, shouldn't it, in terms of price tag? Not down. Not down. The relationships of Wayne, of Dave, of Steve, the relationship and friendship that we have with Bernard and Sally Hewer, that is how we are bringing you opportunities like this. No other reason. £99.99. Madness. I can't believe I'm saying this on a brand new launch. But it is going lower. We have never seen this before. It is a brand new launch, incorporating the classic round with the beautiful story of the bamboo shape in nothing less than type A grade, the finest grade, with translucency, with that beautiful, beautiful wet lustre across the surface, in that wonderful bean green. I mean, some of those actually have got like a presence of imperial colours coming through, and it is the only strand that we've got of this cut. I don't have it in the pink. I don't have it in any other colour. It is the only strand that we actually have in that bamboo shape. At a double figure price tag, we are taking this even lower. Nobody is going to be paying $99.99. So Geraldine, Cynthia, Eileen, Sharon, Candy, Valerie, Angela, lots of you who have trusted us and multi-bought on this. You will not regret that. You won't, because this is the craziest deal at £69.99 only. A third of the stock has already gone. That's a full 38 centimetre strand.
It's almost like a parcel, isn't it, of talismans or something like that. 'Cause if it looks beautiful like that.
And
really,
if anybody
really
wants
gorgeous
me
together.
to send that information on the bamboo,
yes, I would like it, please.
it's lovely,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
It is lovely. The meaning: strength, durability, flexibility, resilience. And we can all relate to it in some way, shape or form, you know. I love the sentence at the bottom. You know, such spirit reflects in the young respecting the old, as well as the old protecting the young. Those kind of sentiments, absolutely amazing. And it all comes from, all those meanings come from the trusty bamboo plant. Imagine the work that goes into actually carving each alternate beads into that bamboo shape. Again, when we started in what we describe as jade fever, so in the middle really of the COVID pandemic, when the Hong Kong Gem Fair wasn't able to operate because everyone was in lockdown effectively, that's where our first purchase actually came from, because we had the likes of Bernard, the likes of Sally Hewer, we had lots of the biggest jade, and this was a window of opportunity that Gemporia did seize, and they kind of said, right, okay, we will buy it all. Millions of pounds worth of jade. We will buy it all, because it was costing them by the day to sit on the Hong Kong dock. That's where it all started. Are you sure? Sorry, Ross is saying something in my ear, and I am questioning him. Sorry, Ross. We're not. Ross's words, I repeat. We're actually nowhere near done. Take a moment. Let me get my white piece of paper. While this clock is ticking, we are going lower. In fact, Ross has said nowhere near to me. Take a moment to appreciate the translucency of each of these.
Oh, they're wonderful, aren't they? Look at those. And the shape, you can really see that now. Beautiful.
One little carved pendant, much more opaque, $110. You could make that pendant multiple times over. Every single one of your rounds and bamboos carved by hand, with that lovely structural shape that you see within the bamboo plant. We are going lower. It's not your price, jewellery makers. Incredibly, I didn't know that it was going anywhere near double figures, quite frankly. I was happy at $199. We get a great deal. I don't know how it's happened. We get a great deal. You get a great deal. As long as we know, and again, this is something we mentioned yesterday, no reflection of the true value or worth for type A natural Burmese jadeite. That's ridiculous. It is actually ridiculous. Look, one little tiny, more opaque carving on Mason & Kay. And Mason & Kay are fantastic, by the way. We've got a great relationship with them. We always credit them as well. But that, and they're not wrong. We're the ones that are wrong. We're the ones that have put the wrong price on Burmese jadeite in the best possible way, if you see what I mean. $110 for that tiny little pendant is where it should be. It's where it should be. We are bringing you a full 38 centimetre strand for £49.99. Half, pretty much, what that pendant would cost. With translucency, with type A. And actually, I'm pretty sure Mason Kay only deal in type A. I'm pretty sure. But it's worth asking the question, isn't it?
I can imagine that. You'd just do, I'd maybe take one, your wish bracelets, you could add in, you know, maybe the closed jump rings if you've got those. Different coloured threads, and then just, you know, maybe write out, you know, part of you know, the bit that you've read out in different, you know, because that's such a lovely sentiment, isn't it?
Have it just on a little scroll or something like that.
Yeah.
We have from the 127 of these left. Yeah, I love it. I mean, when we were saying those words, was there someone that you thought of? You know, and again, it's that integrity, that durability, that resilience that you see within the plant. £49.99 only. We're left with a final quarter of stock remaining. It's brand new. It's never been on your screens. There's a lot of multi-buyers getting involved on this. Julie's got 2. Helen, Jamati, Sarah in Middlesex. Angela's bought 3. Well done. Wiltshire, Staffordshire. Candy's got 2. Nottinghamshire, London, Cumbria, Lancashire. Geraldine's multi-bought. Valerie's bought 3. Sue's multi-bought. Cynthia's multi-bought. Agnes, Dorothy, Barbara, Cardiff, Marion. Eileen's multi-bought. I would be with you on this one, 100%. That's one of the craziest deals we've done on Type A jadeite. You know, again, when we were at the beginning, when we really just had rounds, didn't we? Or if we saw sort of master carvings like this, there were little parcels of them. There was like 3 or 4, wasn't there? That's what we used to see, like 3 or 4 little urns. What do we call them? Gourds, thank you. We either had the little gourds. It was like 3 of them. You've got a full strand here of master carvings.
But it's through drilled as well, so how easy is it going to be to use?
Amazing. Well done, everybody. We're bringing you the beautiful apple blossom green. I'll leave the last 10 there because there's loads of you with us in your basket. And now on to the green and the pink rice beads. Pink is extremely rare.
Uniform they are. That's amazing, isn't it?
Lovely shape, aren't they? Very elegant shape.
I do like rice beads, but that's exceptional, isn't it?
Ross's favourite shape in jadeite. Yeah, I agree. It's very elegant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's more slender, it allows more light. So when you've got a gem of this quality, the fine crystal structure, you know, they're not matte. If they were matte, then they would have a coarse crystal structure. Does that make sense? But because the crystal structure is so fine and delicately interwoven, that's where you see that kind of wet surface luster. But yeah, because they're slender, they allow more light, so it showcases the quality. Now we're starting with the apple blossom green, but I wanted to show the two together because look how perfect they are. They look so amazing. I would just alternate those. We've jumped up in carat weight in your beautiful rice bead shape. Again, you could go on Mason & Kay, you could go on Pillar and Stone, you could go on Sotheby's, Christie's, First Dibs, all those places. Make sure you are comparing Type A grade, not jade, has to be Type A grade jadeite. We could so easily close here, couldn't we?
Absolutely, yes, yeah.
But it's not your price. The bottoms of tassels, they look amazing, rice bead shapes as well. We have 115 carats in a brand new natural Burmese translucent jadeite opportunity, and we're at 70. That's ridiculous, isn't it? jumped up massively in carat weight as well, £79 and 99 pence. Again, historically, never mind outside these four walls, never mind looking at Mason & Kay or Pillar and Stone. Well, we know it's going to be more than what's on your screens. I don't think they do a single jadeite opportunity for double figures. This is brand new. Pardon? This is, yeah, the closing price. Oh, Ross has just noticed something. He said, it is the closing price. However, I have just noticed it's not on split pay. Do we take it to a non-split pay price? Or do we just move on and bring it back another day? You know what my answer to that's going to be. Let's do it. We've spoken about it at length, haven't we? We've spoken about it at length now. It's a brand new premiere. And honestly, like, to be bringing you jadeite of this quantity in the way where jade is at the moment, Burmese jade is mined out after 800 years. And we're almost like a couple of years after that going, oh, let's go lower. We forgot split payments. Goodness me. It's Burmese jadeite of the finest quality. You know, anywhere else would not say, okay, here we are, a little shopping channel in the middle of England, and we're comparing with one of the most reputable, not comparing, that's the wrong word, but we're showing one of the most reputable jade jewellery houses in the world. Look at that one, it's £110, but actually yours is actually a better quality of colour and crystal structure. We will go lower because we've got the split payment. We are funny sometimes. I'd love to see this with the pink jadeite.
Yes, yeah, that's perfect pairing.
Oh my goodness. That is bad, says Ross. That is bad. He's just found some rice beads that we had last year. 6x8 as opposed to 5x8, okay. And they sold out at £99. We forgot the split payment though, didn't we? So you could have gone to 69 to be fair, but no, this is all great. Amazing. Well done, everybody. Multi-buyers. Lorna's got 2. Lincolnshire's got 2. Emma's got 2. London's got 2. Angela's got 2. Valerie in Bristol. Valerie in Somerset. Well done to you. Anne in London. Alan, Sarah. I can't keep up with you now. We're going to hold this. We are going to hold this. It is half price, yeah. We've basically gone half price because it was meant to be $99.99. So we're going to hold the graphics on air for the time that's remaining on your screens. That doesn't necessarily mean that you miss out on it. Please stay where you are on the phone lines. There is a little bit of a queue on the phone. It's minimal though, and our call centre team are absolutely amazing. So please do stay where you are. You are essentially buying one, getting one free, basically, if you multi-buy on this, because it should have been $99.99. We've got the pink jadeite coming up as well. So and it's the strongest pink saturation I've seen in jadeite. It does need to
go together, doesn't it?
Oh, they'd be so pretty, so pretty, with a few pearls in there as well.
Lovely. Yeah.
Oh. Lovely long line necklace, maybe a couple of the rice beads at the bottom of a lovely tassel. $49.99. Sarah, Dorothy, Wiltshire, Sheila, London, Anne, Valerie. Angela's got 2. Amazing. I've still got Jill in West Yorkshire, Helen, Sharon, Joanne, Nina, new customers, London, Marion, Alan in Somerset, you've just been answered, Middlesex, Dorothy. Keep on dialing through. There's a whole row of names in the process of checking out, and there is still quantity, so I'll leave that with you. Now, as we discussed earlier on with the colour wheel strand, so jadeite forms in many different colours. Certain colours obviously are rarer than the others. Contrary to popular belief, imperial green is not actually the rarest. In fact, again to quote gemologists, many believe that the red jadeite and every colour that comes under that, and also your lavender, will overtake the prices of imperial because of their rarity. We are going to do the Gilling as our finale because we're running out of time. It's on pre-order. We're going to crash this in one price and then we're going to give you 1 minute. Remember, it requires vanadium to produce pinks and lavenders, and that's an element that doesn't often form in Burma. That's why it's as rare as it is. So the moment that we bring this to air, You can't fluff up on pink jadeite. It's already fluffed. We're going to hold this on air for 1 minute. Do the people on the web and the app know what more than me? Well, I'm going to say thank you for your trust, and I'm getting, for the vibes I'm getting now, is you made the right decision to shop ahead on these. Okay. We will hold this on air for a minute. We're going to dive straight into a break. Then you can still shop on this until stocks last. Ooh. That's ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous for pink jadeite. The pinkest pink as well. The pinkest pink. Look at the pink behind. I mean, again, it was like a whisper of pink previously, wasn't it? And we've always said don't expect it to be like candy floss Barbie pink. It's not. It's a soft, subtle peony pink. However, even then, it was just a hue. Whereas this is that definite cherry blossom colour, and it's all totally and utterly natural. So from here, jewellery makers, there is very much quantity. The phone lines, the web, well, I say that, there's 100, and there's a lot of multi-buyers on this. It's a brand new strand, never been on your screens previously before. From this clock, we're going to go straight into the break and move over to for Claire's amazing masterclass, all about stars and brand new tools, jewellery makers. So make sure you're ready to check out your baskets on this. The Gilling we'll do as your finale deal, jewellery makers. Amazing masterclass with this gorgeous lady coming up after this.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Well, we want to help you on your jewellery making journey. When you purchase with us for the first time, you'll receive the Jewellery Maker Handbook, which is filled with 35 different techniques, as well as lots of hints and tips to help you on your way. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hi, it's Debbie Kershaw. I'm back for my first show in 2024 on Monday the 8th of January, and I've got the most amazing kits. I really hope you can join me. In the 9 AM I've got the most beautiful carved gemstone donuts, and the fluorite one when you hold up to the light is so beautiful. And then in the masterclass I've got gemstone strands with flower halo beads, and you know how much I like a flower. So happy new year everyone, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you can join me on Monday at JM for my first show of 2024.
Every day, our experts will bring you a wealth of knowledge. They'll take you through the steps of making projects and feature fabulous tips along the way. Whether you're new to jewellery making or a seasoned professional, you are sure to learn something new. We are live every day from 8 AM until 1 PM, and you can also watch back all of the demonstrations featured on the show on our YouTube channel.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we only charge 1 P&P throughout the day. You can add as many items to your basket and check out and still only be charged once. Once you've checked out the first time and want to order again, you simply add the item to the basket and click on the Combine Order button. Remember, standard P&P is $3.95. Charges may differ outside the UK. Or upgrade to our premium option of $5.95. Shopping made easy on Jewellery Maker.
Our UK-based call centre is always on hand to assist you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Hi all, designer Alison Terry here. Just wanted to give you a heads up on what's coming up on the 9th. Wow, 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 wow. Love it, love it, love it. In the 9 AM we have got the most stunning sapphire, oh the colours is gorgeous, and sterling silver kits. Can't wait for you to see those. They are amazing, with new finding kits which are absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. Then we've got the in the 12 o'clock. Oh, I love them. There's carved heads, 3 animal heads. We've got a leopard in leopard skin jasper. We've got an elephant in obsidian, and we've got an amazing zebra in zebra jasper with sterling silver findings. Can't wait. Join us on the 9th from 8 AM. Bye.
Never miss a show by watching on the go with the JewelleryMaker app. Head over to your app store now and search JewelleryMaker and simply download to your smartphone or tablet. You can watch the shows live and see your favourite presenters and guests. Click on the Today button to shop all of the products that are featured on today's show. Want to know what's hot? Then click here to see today's bestsellers and highlights. Have you missed a show or want to watch one back? Then click on the schedule button and you can go back 7 days to watch and shop, and you can also see what's coming up over the next 7 days. Want to say hello or ask a question to our guests? Then send a message to the studio. You can also keep in touch with all the latest news, events, product launches and much more by clicking for our social media pages. Never miss a show by watching on the go with JewelleryMaker.
It's all about the stars.
Or the sky.
We have got some beautiful and amazing tool coming your way. They're available. Excuse me, just hiding behind a bus. Sorry. Amazing jewellery, inspired masterclass with yours truly, Claire McDonald. But first, talking of inspiration, we've got your wonderful wall of fame. Do you want to start us off?
Yes, yeah,
Take
I'd love
it away,
to.
Claire.
I would love to. Look at this. This is 410, and this is Tina B's. Tina says, I did this some time ago, my first attempt at gallery wire. I love gallery wire, just makes the labradorite cabochon so expensive. I don't solder, so I just use silver jump rings to join and keep the gallery wire together. All from JM. Watching Friday's show encouraged me to enter and gave me some new ideas. Thank you, Ellie Hawkins. Oh, that's lovely. Ellie will be really pleased to hear that.
How
Good
lovely.
luck, Tina.
Yes,
Lovely.
wonderful. I have number 411, and this is from Elisa Wood. Hello to you, Elisa. This is super pretty.
Oh, gorgeous.
Elisa says, hi all, this is my entry to the Wall of Fame. Sterling silver contemporary flower, design pendant and chain with fabulous queen conch shell pearls, all from JewelleryMaker. And she says, best of luck to everybody. Do you know, again, remember that piece of the queen conch flower pendant that we sometimes show? So definitely getting those kind of vibes.
That's lovely.
That's
Good
amazing. Good luck to you, Elisa.
Beautiful. Wow, look at this. This is 412, and this is Alison Quince. Alison says, hello team and fellow waffers. One of my New Year plans is to actually make all the patterns I've bought over a wee while. So as I was feeling a little holiday sparkle, I thought I would have a go at adapting some of the patterns with the aim to be thinking of decorations for Christmas 2024. This might seem a bit ahead, but I'm considering maybe doing my first Christmas stall, so wanted to have ideas and plans in mind. The patterns are not JM, but the beads and the fire line, and courage to try something new are. All the best to all the waffers or share your makers out there. You all give us inspiration, and that's from Alison. That's a lovely message, and best of luck, Alison.
Yeah, great.
You'll smash it.
I like
It'll be
your
brilliant.
style as well, planning ahead for next Christmas.
Yeah.
I like your style. You could take inspiration. I meant to tap your shoulder then, Claire. Sorry about that.
It's a Sunday. It's okay.
Shoulder. Yeah, shoulder.
Thank you.
She turned. She turned. That's what.
Yes.
It's been one of those days today.
It has for you,
honestly.
hasn't it, Elle? Yes.
Really. Anyway, I'm blushing.
Oh, there we are.
Right then, Claire, take it away with your stars, please.
Okay.
Somebody help me. Now, pre-orders are open on this amazing tool. And let's have a little look elsewhere. So, Cookson & Gold, direct competitor. You can buy this. I think it's exactly the same. You get 5 in ours, yeah?
Yep.
I think it is the same, yeah. £183.61. And to be fair to Cookson & Gold, you're only really going to have to buy this once. aren't you?
Yes, and they are. You know, these wherever you look, they're a considerable. You know, it's a considerable purchase because they are. You know, it's like it's a meaty bit of kit. It's a
meaty bit of kit.
It is a meaty bit of kit. Something like this, I think. You know, it's a heavyweight tool. It's you've got actually, haven't you? So you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different stars in there. It's probably something that you're going to buy once.
Yeah, I agree.
So you want it to last. It's heavyweight. It does. You know. They're absolutely brilliant. These cutters they're so good, so good.
Yeah, and this would be exactly the same as what you would find in a silversmith gallery, isn't it? You know, in a workshop.
Absolutely, yes, yeah, definitely.
Exactly the same tool.
Yes.
Now, our graphics are live. Is it straightforward to actually work with?
Yes, yes. So if we have a look at it, so you can see. So this one that is here now. So you can see this one. So I've taken mine out there, and you can see. So they're just all when they come to you, it might have a little bit of maybe like a slightly greasy residue on. So you just it'll be all packaged. So you just sort of give that a little bit of a wipe down. But then you can see here. So if we look at the different sorts, you've got so all of your stars. But can you see on this one, you've got that sort of like
chamfered.
Yes, got like a bit of like a beveled edge there. So you can see the difference. Whereas this one is really like you can see super sharp.
Yeah.
So that if you turn them over and have a look at them. You can see the difference really, you know, easily there. So what you're looking to do is you're going to hit it on that sort of that smoother side, and then the sharper edges are going to go through the sheet. So you're just going to line them up, whichever one you decide to work with, and then you've got a gap there, which is where your sheet is going to go through. So if we look at something like that, so that copper sheet there. So if I bring that in. And then I'm going to use a little bit of my, so I've got some cut lube on there. Just going to get a little bit of that. Give that a wiggle. Okay, so then I'm going to hold here. And it's going to make a bit of a noise now, okay? So if we have a look where it is, there it is.
Look at that!
Look at that beauty.
Perfect.
So you think if you're doing earrings, anything where you want it, that repetition, you know it's going to come out exactly the same every single time.
And I guess to cut that with the saw is going to be impossible.
Very, very time consuming, isn't it? Yeah, very time consuming.
Sorry, Roscoe. Let's get that price on your screen already. Let's straight away match Cooks and Gold, shall we? Which seems incredible. So matching their price. In fact, we're giving you 61p, and you've also got the full waste split pay as well. So which is 0% interest, which is great because you know £183.61 is an investment out of anyone's money, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a good investment.
It is, and you know, certainly if you're, say, I don't know, maybe you are like Alison saying, so you've got plans in the you know. In the new year, you might think, I'm going to push myself, I'm going to start, I've been making jewellery, I want to start selling things. You know, if you sold a few different pieces, depending on what, you're going to make that back, aren't you? And then, you know, you're going to have you've still got that amazing tool for probably the rest of your, you know, jewelling life, aren't you? So to me, I would see that as, it's going to save you so much time. It's a popular motif.
Yeah,
you've got. It's not like you've got one size. You've got lots of different sizes there. You can layer them up, so you can see like the earrings. You know, put one on top of the other. You can work with your copper sheet, your silver sheet. So there are so many different variations.
And you're right, stars in particular. No matter what time of year, stars are always a collection, aren't they?
It's like,
there's meanings.
Yeah, like we say, like Christmas, you've got stars, haven't you? But it is like, you know, I always say to the girl, you know, you're absolutely, you know, you're a star, aren't you? Or if you know, it's an achievement. it's something lovely like that.
Yeah, that's true. Whether it's goals, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
Now, already collectors getting involved. If you do have any questions for Claire, then do feel free to message us because we are live in the studio. We've matched Cooks and Gold's price point, but it's not where we are stopping today. Are you ready? And then obviously we will get into your masterclass demonstration. So we got an amazing deal, and we will pass that deal on to you. A tool, I agree with what Claire said. You're probably likely, as long as you look after it, you're never going to need to replace. And it works with silver sheet, copper sheet, metal sheet.
Yeah, so I've used the same tool, for both of those, yeah.
We're at Cooks and Gold price. I'm hoping we got quantity. 50, okay. £125
Absolutely brilliant.
only. Yeah, and you're right. You sell one or two pieces, and depending on what precious metal it is,
and yes, it's about time as well, isn't it? So that's why I would say, we were talking about when you're talking about the jump rings earlier. If you're making something like that, it's your cost is going to go somewhere, isn't it? It might be your materials your time, your tools. So always when you're looking at tools, think how much that is going to save you time-wise, isn't it? And it balances out. So I think they're great.
Amazing.
Great
and you've got
prices.
your 0% interest split payment too.
Yeah.
So £31. So yeah, if you are thinking, like you said, like Alison, who's like, right, I am going to maybe try and sort of set myself a challenge and maybe try sort of selling pieces of jewellery, then yeah, you can actually pay it off as and when you're actually starting that process. So amazing. I mean, each and every single one of these pieces, surely, if we just look at the split payments, these would not be less than £30, would they? No. Because they're sterling silver.
Yeah.
Amazing, and it is artisanally crafted, so make sure you check it out. I'll keep you updated on the quantity, Jewellery Makers, and as I mentioned, if you do have any questions, do text us because we are live in the studio. Back to you, Claire.
Okay, so if you wanted to have a go at making some of the pieces that I've done, so you can see, and don't forget as well, when you're working with something like this, because it's giving you such a precise shape that you're cutting out, so it's the positive and the negative really. So I'm going to work with the bit that's stamped out, but there's nothing to stop me from working with this section here as well. So I could cut that area out and maybe stamp onto that as well. So you're always looking at the bits that you've got, and when you've got a sheet like this, you can plan it out. So we've got I'm going to take the star there, so I'm just going to move some of this out of the way. And we'll have a look then. So if you want to have that sort of that shooting star effect, so I'm just going to get some of this. So we can do a couple of things here. So I could, if I wanted to, then go and hammer. So you can see you get that effect, that sort of that dappled effect on there. Or what I'm going to do is, if we set it up, so I've got my the copper that I've done in the sheet, so I'm just going to give that a bit of a rub on there. So again, this is my old sort of like the nail. I'm just going to work my way along, just taking off any of there's any sort of like rough edges on there. Just working my way along. So these nail buffers are really good because you can just literally follow the numbers on there. And again, so we'll do that on there. Just going to give that a bit of a buff. Okay, and this, this is I'd say these tools are really good for lots of jewellery as well, but especially if you're going to mix your metals, it's a nice way of working. So if we have a look, so if you wanted to do maybe earrings or the pendants like I have, so I'm just going to bring this in. So if I just pop that in there, I'm just going to take that there. So let's have a look now. And I'll show you how then you might, if you're going to set it up. So if I just move some of this, try and find a fairly decent area. I might do that actually, we'll have it on here. Okay, so I've got the star. So I'm going to turn that over and have something like that. Okay, so we've got you're deciding what the back and the front was. So especially if I don't know, if you were going to texture it or something, you might decide that you're going to have a front and a back to it. So I'm going to have a jump ring there, and then
you could use the closed ones we've had.
You could. That would be ideal because that will actually cut out the step that I'm going to have to do now actually. So if I show you. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the paste. So let's pop a bit on there. So we'll prep that there. So you can see I'm just going to pop a bit on there, maybe a little bit more than normal, but hopefully you'll get to see it. And then I'm going to cut a couple of lengths of, this is a really nice way actually if you've got like scrap chain. that you might want to, you might have like odd ends of. This works quite well. So I'm just going to take a few more bits of this. So I'm going to pop this on here. So again, I'm just going to move that way. And so I'm just going to go now and let's just get a little bit of this paste and pop that on. Now maybe have a practice on if you've got the copper, and then you will have, obviously you're gonna, if you're working with your silver solder, you're gonna see it.
Sticking it there.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna pop it in. And I might get, once I introduce the heat, I might get a little bit of movement. Now I've got quite a lot of solder on there, but then hopefully we'll be able to see it go. And let's put a little bit more on there. So now if we look at the areas that I'm going to work with, what we've got here is we've got two different metals and we've got different quantities of them. So we've got a big piece of copper and we've got much smaller, finer pieces of silver with the chain. So what I want to try and do, so I might actually move that out of the way as well. We want to try and get more heat into the bigger part, so the copper, rather than focusing on, I don't want to put all my heat onto the chain. Hopefully what will happen is the heat will transfer onto the chain and it will do it like that. So
would the chains move if you did that?
So they might move, but they'll definitely melt.
Right.
So much finer. So if we have a look and we keep an eye on the copper, the star, and let's see how this is gonna start to work. Okay, so I'm coming over here, and you might see it starting to bubble up a bit.
This is so good.
And it might there might be a little flame, which don't worry, I'll blow out if that happens. So I'm going to get the heat into that copper, a little bit now onto the here. Okay, what I don't want to do, and I might actually show you what I don't want us to do as well. We'll do it on the other end. But I'm going to now start and get a bit of heat into there. And what will happen is it will start to sort of bubble up a bit and then hopefully solder. Can you see how it's sort of going? It's getting a brighter light, that solder. And let's pop that there. Okay, so now I'm going to come onto the jump ring here.
Yeah. And this is what we needed to do with those closed jump rings.
Yeah. So you can already see it's gone over that way a bit. So I'm just going to pop it.
Back you go.
There we are. Okay, so right, let's just get this. I'm just going to bring let's see if that has. So let's see where we are here. Okay. So if we have a look there now, you can see, so that has soldered.
Oh, okay, that's amazing.
It's lovely, isn't it? So how quick that is there. So obviously it's not gone in the pickle or anything like that. I think I had on mine maybe about five different chains, but you can see what works very nicely is if these were scraps of chain that we got, just get rid of that. You know, it actually works very well if they're slightly uneven, different lengths. It's a really, really nice effect because you've got that uniformity of the star, which you know is going to be really super neat because you've used that wonderful tool to do it with. And then just sort of odd lengths of chain works very, very well. So then all you would do is just, you pop it back down.
Yeah.
You can get another little bit of solder on there. And then you're going to solder the back here. So that gives you a hanging point. And then that is pretty much it.
Your pendant.
Yeah, and then you just do that twice for the earrings. So what you wouldn't want to do, I won't do it now, but I'll talk you through it. So you can see if when I was saying about getting the heat into the biggest part of the metal, and that copper, you know, will melt at a higher temperature. What I wouldn't want to do is just have my torch and be sort of going in around here on this fine, lovely, you know, much thinner silver, because all that's going to happen is that's going to get hot very, very quickly and melt. Whereas if I put my torch and get it onto the bigger piece of metal and the one with the higher temperature, the copper, that heat will transfer onto there and it will just solder it all.
Beautiful, amazing, and not so scary.
I don't think it's
Sold
scary
me.
because you've made that lovely neat shape, haven't you?
Yeah.
So it's just about using a little bit of paste and that's it, it's done.
Turning it into that lovely pendant. I mean, there's the
Yeah.
end result, this beautiful, beautiful necklace. And you can see the earrings just before. Amazing. Now, there are loads. We only had 50 of this, of the star cutter, by the way. And they have, flown. Susan, Mary, Marion. I've only got 17 of them left. So you do need to be quick.
They are brilliant tools. I get that they're an investment, aren't they? But I think the motifs that we do in them are so popular. Have a little go at maybe selling to your friends. Think about Etsy, things like that, because stars are very, very popular, aren't they?
So popular. Pretty much every single season there's a star. Because
you can stamp into them as as well, personalise.
Oh, do you think exams? Do you think driving tests?
Yes, they're always life events, aren't
goals,
they? Yes.
all those things. And hopes and dreams. There's lots of meanings behind the star motif, so it is one that you'll definitely 100% use. Look at how many of you are getting involved across the bottom of the screen. Well done. So all I'll say is we only had 17 a few moments ago. Teresa, good luck. Sharon, good luck. Cumbria, good luck. Karen, good luck. Karen in Worcestershire, good luck. And Karen in Kent, good luck. Susan, good luck. Dawn, Valerie, Heather, Anne, Suzanne, and Leicestershire. So good luck. Make sure you're checking out. We've got new customers getting involved on this, which is amazing. And the reason why, look, we could match Cookston Gold's price, couldn't we? But it works in our favour for you to start on this amazing journey because, together, obviously you get the most fantastic deal, but also we want you to go on this amazing journey as well. Because we are still a very unique channel. No other channel does what JewelleryMaker does, really. And obviously as your skills develop, obviously we develop together. So, I mean, back when we first started, we didn't have anything like this, did we?
No.
Nothing like that.
No, we didn't.
Nothing remotely like that. Amazing. And it's, like I said, it's going to last you a lifetime. Now, also on the back, we've got 11 available, super over allocated. You can still do it. So Mary, Helen, Victoria, Argyle and Butte, check out your basket. I've only got 11 of them left. Your amazing peridot is coming up, the Gilling peridot, that's coming your way. It's our finale auction of the day of what has been a super Sunday. It really, really has. But I've got some sheet.
This is, I love it.
Is that what you did these days?
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
It's brand new.
It's the design on it is gorgeous. It's so it's a shell. I couldn't tell if it was a leaf or I loved it. That stylized. It's gorgeous.
It does look a little bit shell-like.
Yeah, so I think, is it called shell? Did I see that?
Or a little bit jellyfish-like with the tentacles.
It's lovely, isn't it? I can't think the designer, like interior, like textiles designer. It reminded me a little bit of that.
I know you mean. Yes. And of course that's consistent. So solid 925 sterling silver, 5 grams in total. This is brand new. We've never had it on screens before. And obviously when you're cutting shapes like this, you work from the outside in.
Yeah, so and plan it out with something like that. So maybe get the copper, have a bit of a practice with the copper, and they work. Really nice. But I mean, look at that. I mean, you can certainly get like several stars out of that. I mean, you can see how many I've got out of there, and I had some left over.
You could turn them into rings.
Absolutely. I mean,
you could literally just solder them together.
Yeah.
How lovely would that be?
Yeah, spinner rings. If you make your spinner rings, it's ideal for that.
I remember your demo on that spinner.
It's lovely, isn't it, with those textured sheets.
5 grams, a whisper at 5 grams of precious 925 sterling silver. It's brand new. It's never been on our screens previously before. How many have we got then, Roscoe? 50, okay. And we've got copper sheet coming up as well, which you can use them together, can't you?
Yes,
you can solder them together.
Well, you can see there.
Which has got the higher melting point?
Copper has. So, the copper one. The silver will melt first. But if you can see there, so I mean, this obviously hasn't been cleaned up or anything yet, but you can see how,
Lovely.
copper and the silver work so well together.
Beautifully. £14.99 only with the texturing. It's a nice thick sheet as well. I don't know if it says that. Yeah, 0.4 4 or 5 millimeters, so it's a nice thick sheet. So if you are thinking about pendants,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, and even if you don't want to solder, you could get, and you can use this with, you know, like the sharp nail scissors. Say you haven't got any tools at all. You know, get some sharp nail scissors, one of these buffers, and you know, put a little hole in, and that's it.
Amazing. Now, Jilling's coming up in 2 auctions, but not before I bring you the copper. Now, I've got 2 different copper sheets. One's thicker than, one's 0.8 and one is 0.5. So starting with the thicker one, which is this one here. So can I get this
through that? Yeah, you just have to give it
a bit more welly.
Definitely with your cut lube, and give it and you could even heat it up if you wanted to. But if I give you can you see here? So I'm just, and this is just by hand, so not even if you've got a Dremel. Can you see how it's starting to really come up as super shiny? So that's that copper. So it'll give you different looks, whether you're going to use your liver of sulphur, you know, work with your polishing, your buffers, things like that. But you know, copper is a really, really lovely metal to work with.
And let's not forget, it's copper that turns our rose gold into that beautiful pinkish shade. So again, bare copper sheet. This is the 0.8 millimeters, so this is the thicker. I've got 0.5 as well to bring you. But again, if you are, it works with your star cutter that we've just seen there as well. 10 by 10 centimeters, and again, as with all of your precious metal, just plan it out. Don't waste it. You know, don't just go straight to the centre.
Yeah, you'll get an awful lot.
Work from the outside in. You'll get a lot out of these, but it is also just a little bit more affordable, isn't it? Than silver.
And it can be a really good material to use. Say if you if I just pop that there, you can see the you know, spend a bit of time and polish it up, treat it in the same way as your silver, doesn't it? It's like that's a couple of a minute or so of just giving it a little polish.
Yeah,
but it can really give you confidence as well, that you might want to, you know, measure things out or try tools out on your copper and then go on to your...
It's a nice progression.
Yeah.
Progression. £9.99. Is it me? Or when I first started here at JewelleryMaker in this studio, copper sheets were expensive.
Yes, yeah, I think
they were, weren't
yes,
they?
Yeah.
It's not just me.
No,
we weren't £9.99.
No, bare copper. It was yeah. It's still not all, you know, we don't get it all the time, do we?
No, I don't remember it being a single figure price tag.
No.
Amazing. Have we got quantity, Roscoe? 80 available. There's going to be people stocking up on this. This is a 0.8, so as you can see, it's slightly thicker. And then we have got the 0.5. Is there any instances where I would choose maybe either or? Preferences in terms of thickness?
If you want to have something maybe larger with a star shape, you might want to go a little bit thicker, because if you think about how the point tapers out, doesn't it? Maybe something like that if you needed to have more structure.
Then you would go with that one if you were going for the larger shape.
Potentially, but you can also with that thinner one, maybe if you hammer it, or you know, you're going to tumble it or something, or do things to work hard. It's still quite substantial, isn't it?
Or maybe physically as well. If you find, if you're maybe introducing yourself to metalwork, then you might
maybe go lighter
first.
Yeah.
The Jewelling Peridot is coming up in 1 auction's time, Jewellery Makers, but right now for the 0.5, is that right? Yeah, 0.5, which is that nice middle of the road. Yeah, it's thick enough to actually do. I mean, imagine all of your pieces of jewellery are out of the 0.5, aren't they?
Yes, I think they are. Yeah.
The one you demoed just with 0.5.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
And that was like a hot knife through butter.
It was, yeah.
Wasn't it?
It was.
Very satisfying, Claire.
Get yourself a heavy hammer and... Yeah.
Any particular hammer?
Well, I've got a brass one, but then I think there's like a... That looks like quite a good one. I don't know where that one's from. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, just
a nice heavy duty hammer.
Yeah.
£7.99 only to get hold of this. Absolutely amazing. Well done. We don't see it very often, as Claire has just pointed out. Claire, amazing masterclass. Thank you so much, and absolutely wonderful, wonderful jewellery. Coming up next, this was a showcase that 100%, or a parcel, I should say, 100% we know we will not buy further of it. We might spread it out over a period of time across the channels. However, we will not buy any more than the original deposit. Here is Dave explaining why.
What's really exciting about this new peridot is that it's been embraced by all manner of designers from the high jewelry space. Not only those that are creating some of the most incredible suites in the world, but also some of the world's most talented jadeite carvers. And they're taking this incredible material and putting together masterpieces like this, such as the size and the gemminess of this material, and of course that prized, almost imperial green, saturated deep green color. It is being embraced by a whole host of incredible designers, and you can see the kind of the level of excitement here at the museum as everyone is trying to get a glimpse of the newest high jewelry stone in the world.
So this was an acquisition that I believe the team pretty much stumbled across. They were invited to an amazing event, a launch effectively of this incredible peridot. And if you heard Dave, or you were with Dave and I when he launched Shieling Peridot, he actually said, peridot is not my thing. That was the invitation. It was said, do you want to come to this? It's going to be amazing. It's making sort of global news. We've got some of the biggest newspapers in the world following it. And he was like that, no, peridot is not my thing. And they were like, no, please do come, because we might change your opinion on this. And it has massively changed our opinion on peridot. I've always loved peridot. However, Dave was really honest. He said it wasn't really my bag. There's lots of gemstones that he would say he absolutely adores. Peridot he liked, but it wasn't right up there until he saw Shieling. But if you go to the Financial Times, we're all familiar with the Financial Times, and they actually talk about this very parcel, this very deposit that you're about to purchase from. Fooley's Peridot Gem Discoveries captures designers' imagination, and it says company targets consumers in the UK and China with a light coloured stone available in large sizes. Now, it is the particular shade that you get of this variety of peridot, because don't get me wrong, you can get peridot all around the world. All around the world. However, this peridot has a unique colour saturation, which we'll get to. Rarely does one see such large peridots in the market of that hue, tone and saturation. Says, and those three, hue, tone and saturation, are what we value all coloured gemstones on. And that was Catherine Andrews, a jewellery consultant. She says the company plans to do for peridot what De Beers did for diamonds in terms of market positioning and education. Fooley's peridots excel in colour and carat. Rarely does one see such large peridots in the market of that hue, tone and saturation, says Catherine Andrews, a gem and jewellery consultant. The lime green glow displayed in the Fooley stones is reminiscent of a demantoid garnet, commonly found in small sizes. And you heard us saying all the way through today's show, I mean, if they were demantoid garnets, you're probably looking at accumulatively hundreds of thousands of pounds. Hundreds of thousands of pounds. Whose previous mining experience was in jade, again, you see a pattern forming here, points out that green is a significant colour in Chinese culture and is associated with success. It is also a colour with an environmental meaning, which isn't lost on Fooley's bosses. Again, that when they're mining this in that location, they are restoring the location as well. But it has been firmly, widely received by the most successful, the most expensive designers in the world. Here is one of them. Here's a photograph you can see. She points to the peridot used historically in high jewellery pieces by Cartier and Van Cleef and Arpels, as well as more recently by Fabio Cellini and Taffin. These feature bigger gemstones with a high clarity and colour, she says. You need access to larger, high-quality, high-grade peridots, and not all peridot mines produced in the same consistent supply. So we've been very honest and upfront since this amazing parcel, since this was launched. We have brought you peridot. We've got a long history of peridot here across the Gemporia partnership, but we've been very honest and said we have never seen peridot like this. Never. And also won't see it again. We have purchased from the Fooley mine, but it is a purchase that we will make once, because if we read on, some of the biggest designers are working with it now, and our purse strings are not stretching that far. China is the largest gem and jewellery consumer market in the world. It has a voracious appetite for gemstones and a thirst for knowledge and understanding. For example, spinel and tourmaline were unheard of gems that now command high prices. The demand is there because they are looking for something new, something different. Remember, there's a big gap in the market now where green gemstones once were held by Burmese imperial jade. Fuli Gemstones are also focusing on Britain. Its newest high jewellery collaboration is with Stephen Webster, I'm sure a familiar name to you all, a designer who has created a $140,000 collar that features marquise cut peridots. Fuli's first live event in Europe will be at the Jewellery Cut Live in London this month. This is all very recently, over the past couple of months, by the way. People will be able to see peridot in the rough, as well as gemstones cut and polished by Martin Prinsloo, a UK master cutter, and to hear Joanna Hardy, a lecturer in jewellery, talk about the history of the stone. Moving forward, there is their front cover. That's in, there is Joanna Hardley there talking about peridot. You can see the Fuli rough there on the photograph as well, where she's launching this amazing discovery. And we're still very new to this. The world is only really just learning about it on the back of the Financial Times, amongst others. You are sourcing from our Fuli purchase, the one-time Fuli purchase. And we'll be really honest, we're not too proud to admit this. We cannot afford to buy again from them. This auction is open. Jilin peridot from the Fuli deposit. Again, written about once more. Fuli Gemstones unveil a new peridot cut. They even, you know, like the Asher cut was designed for the diamond? This cut has been designed for peridot. And this is the Fuli cut, has 65 facets instead of the usual 58. It is cut across with the which the mine said reveals the stone better. Distinctive vivid green colour and incredible liveliness. You can see the launching in the World Hong Kong show as well. But moving forward, there's two different grades that you get from this, and it's called the Radiant, isn't it? It's the Radiant cut. There's two different varieties. That is what you are sourcing here, the Radiant grade that you heard earlier on in the Stephen Webster pieces of jewellery. That's, and Anushka, that's the other one. That was Dave's conversation, wasn't it? He said, what's Anushka working with? And they said the Radiance cut. That is the quality that you are getting. Malachite, rubellite, inside your Jilin peridot. It is that radiance cut, that radiance grade, that distinctive, wonderful, vibrant colour. Now, the first price crash, you are getting an entire parcel, jewellery makers, of beautiful quality, the finest. Again, we don't hesitate admitting that. We've brought you amazing peridot over the past. Changbai, of course, amazing. That's really what made me fall in love with this gemstone. But we have never seen anything like the Jilin peridot parcel that we have acquired, of which this is part of. Our first price crash at £49.99. We are running out of time, jewellery makers. We're going to get the 60-second clock on your screens. The whole parcel. You do not have to say, okay, well, I'll have that one then, please. You get it all. You do literally get it all. We're running out of time, but I want to show you this maybe. Oh my goodness me, and a deal that we know we cannot repeat. It's too expensive. It's too expensive for us, so we can't really spend the multiples of millions of pounds that would be needed to purchase a parcel for across the whole partnership, that is. You are getting all of these. Look at that wonderful quality. I mean, even if you don't know what you do with it, even if you're thinking, I'm not a gemstone setter, Al, I don't work with silver and precious metals, it's about owning Jilin peridot. It's about owning the same gemstone that you see at Stephen Webster and at Anushka, and instead of actually paying the tens of thousands of pounds that we saw in those earrings and collar necklaces, instead of that, we're bringing it to you at a double figure price tag. Good luck to you all. You get the full parcel, of which there's 13 carats. A mixture of the shapes and cuts. I've got princess ovals. You'll have radiance in here, pair as well. £19.99. Let me just explain how this is possible. You know, we source, the majority of our cut gemstones we source like this. We source like this, and then we have a team that will go through each parcel going, okay, so that's that calibration, that calibration. They must have amazing eyesight. They do obviously grade it to the colour saturations. They'll also grade it to that measurement, etc., and the proportions of the gemstone. We are bringing you the entire parcel, so you can do that.
I was going to say you could do that on a smaller scale if you've got some of our semi-mounts, couldn't you? You
Absolutely.
could go through it and see, you know, see what you've got in your collection that would fit something.
Absolutely, because you will have all those. I mean, I know, yeah, this is me just singling one out. A round brilliant cut. Well done, everybody. A parcel of Gilles Peridot to top off what has been an absolutely amazing Sunday. Claire, thank you so much, as always.
I've had a lovely morning. I love you too.
It's gone so fast, isn't it?
I know.
It's gone so
really
fast
quickly.
today. You can incorporate these, by the way, into your masterclass.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe do some soldering of your mounts.
Beautiful.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. When are you back with us, do you know?
I'm back on Thursday.
So
I'm back, yeah,
Thursday
morning.
But you're going to be with lovely Vix.
Yeah,
So
I haven't seen her for a long time, so that'll be lovely. Yeah,
she's
really nice.
any lady, multiple births, I've always got nothing but admiration for.
Massive respect. For
yeah, so many babies, so many babies.
Yeah.
So you got lovely Vix on Thursday. Do you know what? Did you say earlier on that you've got malachite?
Yes. Yes, I think I have got malachite, yes.
Malachite in your showcase. If you have just tuned in, then make sure you take a little look back on the website, because we've had so many amazing deals today. The Type A jadeite, your deal of the day was amazing, the early bird was amazing, your kits have been amazing.
So many lovely things.
It has, it's been awesome. The pink jadeite was beautiful, the bamboo as well. Do drop me a message if you want that information, because I can always upload it as well.
And I hope Tiggy has a really good week.
Yes,
and you.
I'm off next week because little Tig starts preschool, so I want to be able to wave her off there. She'll breeze it. She's so
I hope
ready.
you do as well, though.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. But yeah, she's ready for it now. I'll see you in a week's time, jewellery makers, but you have a wonderful day and we'll see you soon. Take care.
Hi, it's Debbie Kershaw. I'm back for my first show in 2024 on Monday the 8th of January, and I've got the most amazing kits. I really hope you can join me. In the 9 AM I've got the most beautiful carved gemstone donuts, and the fluorite one when you hold up to the light is so beautiful. And then in the masterclass I've got gemstone strands with flower halo beads, and you know how much I like a flower. So happy new year everyone, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you can join me on Monday at JM for my first show of 2024.
Nice to meet you if we've not met before. Do you know, actually I was thinking that because you know the VTs, the lovely videos that we're seeing of our designers, and Alison was like, hi, I'm Alison. I'm always like, hiya.
Who are you?
I'm Elle.
Hi,
and
Elle.
look who I've got with us today. We've got beautiful Claire McDonald.
Oh, thank you. Happy New Year. It's lovely to see you.
Happy New Year. And you, my darling. Do you have a good one?
Oh, it's lovely. I'm thinking of the pressure to sing then. I can't be doing singing on my first show.
No?
Back. Well, I can't be doing singing on any show. But
why not?
I just don't like it, Elle.
Fair enough.
I don't like it.
Fair.
But it's really, I'm excited to be here. I don't like it.
I just don't like singing.
I just don't like it.
Don't you? So you never have a sing-song in the shower or anything like
If I'm
that?
on my own, that's different.
Do
Or
you?
sometimes
I
I
can imagine
embarrass
you like
myself.
properly pelting it out when you.
Yeah,
like,
but not on air to... No. Oh.
We're amongst friends, it's all good.
I know, but it's so bad.
When you're hoovering or something like that. Do you
Oh,
get
yes.
Like Mrs. Doubtfire
It's only the
style.
dogs that...
I do. I like having a little sing-song when I'm cleaning. Get the music up.
Yeah.
Cheesier the better.
Yeah.
Nice
Well, you get through cleaning a lot better, don't you, then? It's
I
not
think
as-
I do it better.
Yeah.
When I clean better when I'm singing.
Yeah.
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 And that's not you're right, it's not nice for anyone's ears. Because I am not like Carol, for example, who can sing.
Yes,
She can sing.
yes.
See, on air, you hear her jokey singing, but she
Yes.
can really sing.
Yeah.
Isn't she
Yeah.
like trained or something like that?
I think
in
she
singing?
is. She's very good, yeah. She is very good.
Not like what we hear on air. Whereas I, not a note, not a single
I
note.
love your singing, Al.
Oh, thanks.
I
I love
love
you,
it.
Claire, and it's so nice to have you back.
Ah, thank you.
And you had a nice restful time. You went to Devon, I hear.
I did, yes. Had some lovely long walks in Devon, so that was really wonderful. Yeah.
One thing I didn't sort of highlight on earlier on, you said you had a very Harry Potter Christmas. What does that mean?
So we blasted through all the Harry Potters
All
again. Yeah,
Do you know
all
I've
of
never
them.
seen them.
Ow!
I've never seen one Harry Potter film.
Oh!
I know a few of the like the slow, like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
But I've never.
Well, you'd love it then. If you know that.
But I've never actually seen the films.
Oh,
Never.
Elle, I'm coming round now. I know where you live. I'm coming round
Yeah.
and I'm going to make you watch all of them.
Okay.
They are...
This
yeah.
sounds nice.
It's lovely.
I'm up
It's so
for that.
lovely.
We were talking earlier on as well about films because I went to see Wonka the other day because we lost our little Bobo, poor little Bobo. So to cheer Willow up, we said, right, let's go to the cinema. And we took a little friend along. It's so good.
I can't wait to see it, yeah.
So good. And you went to see it as well, Dan?
Loved it.
It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
So-
heard brilliant things, so yeah, I'm going to take Louie.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing I was saying, like, we had 2 free tickets because I won them in a raffle. Yeah, for the cinema. You still end up spending about 60 quid at the cinema these days.
We've got to have cinema suites, haven't you?
Cinema suites, popcorn that the kids kicked everywhere. So I was just really embarrassed when we walked out. You know, the lights come up and I was like, oh my God. And there's just popcorn absolutely everywhere. I do like a bit of the nachos.
Oh, quite like a savoury, are you?
Nachos with the cheese sauce.
Oh, see, I love all those, you know, like mice, chocolate mice, the jazzy. I love all of those.
So you're sweet. I'll have the savoury, you have the sweet.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We should do that, actually.
Yes,
we should go
yeah.
on a cinema,
Yeah, take the
cinema
girls.
date.
Yeah.
It's Sunday, although I don't know what day of the week it is, to be honest. I know it's Sunday, but it doesn't feel like a Sunday to me.
Yes.
Because I haven't quite got back into the routine.
No, I know. You don't know, do you, what day it is?
No,
It's
and I'm about to have a week off as well next, so that's going to throw me once
are
again.
you?
Oh, no, I'm not going anywhere. It's just Tiggy starting preschool.
Oh, how exciting.
I know. She's ready. She is ready.
Good girl.
Yeah, because she rules the roost where she's been. She needs to be sort of brought in line, let's put it that way. Definitely ready.
Oh, that's a big week then.
It is, so I want to be there and obviously Walker to... Because it is in a school, that's the thing. So, yeah, preschool. So she's going to a school and she thinks she's very, very grown up. So, yes, I'm off next week, but I know you are in very, very safe hands. Anyway, today's show, Claire...
Yes.
You've got tools, you've got beautiful, beautiful kits, lovely gemstones.
So I've got really, really gorgeous gemstones and I've got different sorts of heart spaces which are...
Hearts and stars.
I know. Could it be any better?
Could it be any more clear?
They are lovely. So yeah, 9 o'clock is all hearts. Mm-hmm. And you've got them in silver, gold, yellow gold and rose gold plated. So that's at 9. Really, really lovely gemstones. And then at 12, the midday, we've got the star disc cutter. It's called I think people are calling it a disc cutter. I mean, I don't know. I call it a sheet. I don't know.
Sheet cutter.
Yeah. So, but it's star shapes.
Right.
Yes.
I think it's both.
Yes.
It does both.
Yes. Yeah.
Of those things. It
Yeah.
cuts sheet
Yeah.
into discs. Star
into
discs.
stars, yes.
Star discs.
Yes.
Yeah. We know what
so it's amazing, absolutely amazing. So yeah, I've been working with that with some copper and some silver sheet as well. It's lovely.
Which would look wonderful with your deal of the day today. Absolutely amazing with your deal of the day today. Check these out, jewellery makers. Now, I last night in my preparation, I'm going to say this is directed at you, Ross. I was prepping. I didn't send him a single slide yesterday because I couldn't find anything like them. I genuinely could not find. Did you know that? Were you expecting that? No, I've not. I thought, oh, maybe they're a bit Suru, you know?
Yeah.
No. Maybe a bit Vivienne Westwood. Can you see that?
Yeah.
But not really. They've got, Vivienne Westwood has the kind of symbol, but nothing that brings you like chandelier style earrings. So look at all of these that you're getting as your deal of the day, and they are 925 sterling silver. Can you see?
Oh, look.
But what I did think, I was like, you know what, I've got Claire, and this is so Claire.
They are lovely, aren't they?
They're very you, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
So incorporating your disc cutter, you could suspend lots of lovely little
shower of
stars.
stars,
A shower
yes.
of stars. That's your name of your collection.
Oh, that'd be perfect, wouldn't it?
So beautiful. You could put lengths of chain, couldn't you?
Yes, yeah.
Very Suru, a bit Vivienne Westwood. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, but you could put micro gems on there as well. Absolutely stunning. And again, they are
Look at them.
bejeweled as well. So how amazing are they? We've never done anything like it. And I know they're shepherd hooks, but you could easily change that to a connector. Yeah,
perfect. Oh, they're lovely.
Yeah, and you get loads of them as well. So within that opportunity, so obviously we know it's coming up at 10 o'clock, you get 2 pairs. Is that right? You get 2 pairs. Yeah, 2 pairs. We have got quantity of them, but you might notice, there is a different gemstone. So you can choose your favourite gemstones within those pairs. So you've got some which are labradorite, you've got some which are malachite, and you have beautiful topaz. So that's at 10 o'clock today. Your early bird this morning, you're going to love these. They're in item number 1 and 2. Let me just grab my tweezers for a second. Again, I thought, so Claire. These are so Claire. And they're like one of those really clever...
Oh, my gosh.
I know, beautiful, aren't they? Like a hidden bail. A caged pearl. How beautiful are they? And if I turn it in that direction, can you see where the bail opens? So you could, if you wanted to, in theory, swap your gemstones. You could pop your birthstone in there. You could put a birthstone as well as the pearl, because there's plenty of room in that beautiful kind of teardrop shape. So we've got this as your early bird, item number 1 and 2, in the silver and also in the gold-plated sterling silver. So you can choose your favourite. They're pretty, aren't they?
They are lovely.
Shall we get cracking, jewellery makers? As always, come and say hello. It's Claire's first show back since before Christmas. Honestly, it's all right for some, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I have been doing a bit of work,
Yeah,
but, you know.
have you? She's been resting, celebrating Christmas, as it should be. You've had your feet up with Harry Potter, haven't you?
I did, but then I balanced it out with a lot of walking, did my big New Year's Eve 10-mile walk, which was lovely.
You?
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
My brother does that.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah, you got we take the dog for a walk on New Year's Day, but it's not 10 miles. Brutus wouldn't know what to do with himself if we walked him that far. For God's sake, someone pick me up. Anyway, let's get cracking, shall we? How about beautiful Druzy? Oh, yes. Sold out. Well done. Let's move on very quickly then. I've got them here. Yeah, so you get a pack of 20 of them. Again, these would be perfect with your deal of the day. Hang on. Stay, because there's 20 of them to manage here. If you love opal or you love opalite, here's an alternative. You've got wonderful play of colour inside. So this is created opal. So you have, again, very opalite. in its appearance.
Yes, yeah.
You have these lovely little spectrums of colours that form naturally, and if I were to move them, I won't, because they will literally fly everywhere on the desk. Poor Lauren will be having kittens. But you get this lovely spectrum of colour across the surface of them. JewelleryMaker's.
Oh, look at them, they're little bubbles.
It's a band, Claire.
Is this a thing now, is it?
It has become a thing.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Ross is going to get himself a nice market stall, aren't you, Ross? Because I reckon he'd be really good. He'd be really good. Hey!
Oh, they're off.
They're off. They're perfectly spherical as well. It has become... It doesn't sound like Ross, does it?
Is that Ross? I thought it was Adam.
No, that was Ross. That was Ross. He sounds a bit Frank Butcher in our ear right now. Pet, 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 pet. Well done, everybody. Loads of you multi-buying. How beautiful are those?
They are, aren't they?
Oh. You know, if you're talking of Harry Potter, that looks a bit magical, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does.
It looks like it would have a what? A funny name? Like what? What would you name these? Did you just say Fidditch? Fidditch?
Quidditch.
Oh, Quidditch. What is Quidditch?
It's the game, isn't it?
I see.
We can go through all of this when we watch all of them.
Okay.
We're going to be able to go out for probably about a day.
Okay, that sounds good. Pyjamas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snacks?
Yes.
Perfect. Sounds really good to me. Oh, beautiful rough gemstones coming your way. I like the sound of this day, Claire. This sounds pretty amazing to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, look at all of these. Beautiful, raw, rough, whichever way you describe
lovely,
it.
Aren't they?
Cut gemstones, and you've got a selection of here. Obviously, you can see amethyst, peridot, and what looks to be opal. Yes, it is white opal. £1. They've gone. Well done. Well done, everybody. Congratulations. Let's bring you some amber. Some beautiful amber. Sorry, Adam saying this invitation has not been extended. You want to be part of this invitation? You can come. We could do a nice little day around my house. We can get Harry Potter on. I'm not excited by Harry Potter. That's the thing.
Well, you need to have to work on that a bit then before the day.
Okay.
I mean, maybe we could dress up.
Do I have to?
Oh. Yes.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do I dress up as? What character?
Well, you could be whoever you wanted. It could be whoever you wanted. I mean, Hermione. You could go as.
No, I'd want to be one of the funny characters.
A funny character?
Is there no funny characters?
Oh, there's a lot of funny things.
Did you just do an amber for £1? Yeah, I'd like to be... What was the guy that had the big beard? He passed away. The really big beard, big guy.
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. I want to be Dumbledore.
Oh, do you mean Hagrid?
Yeah, it might be Hagrid. Yes, Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah, Hagrid.
I'd like to be him.
He's wonderful.
Moving on to... Close out on Bronchoronics. Are you Harry Potter? Because I feel like you're either Harry Potter or you're Lord of the Rings. I think you're one or the other.
Oh, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings.
There you go, see.
Yeah,
How have you not seen Lord of the Rings? See, the same conversation repeated. I'm Lord of Rings. Hello to you. I can't see Miss Janet. Hello, Miss Janet. Sorry, Roscoe. Here we go. Hiya, gorgeous girls and team. Oh, it's disappeared again now. Disappeared. Yes, Elle, you're really missing out. Harry Potter films are great. Sorry for the loss of your little doggy. Thank you very much, my lovely. Thank you. Yeah, maybe I should give it a try then. See, I've always been Lord of the Rings, and how have you not seen Lord of the Rings?
Okay, well, so we could do these 2 dates then, couldn't we?
Those are going to be some... For all of that, do we include the Hobbits as well? Because the Hobbit films are in the Lord of the Rings as well.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, this sounds fun though. Does sound fun. Thank you, Miss Janet. Yeah, bit of a shock. We've got some sad faces in the Stevens household, but bless your heart. We have beautiful natural Broncho Onyx. Now, if there's enough of you there, Got 60 seconds. These are 6 mil, so we know how frequently we're going to reach for a 6mm round. If there's enough of you there, Ross is saying he will take this to an extra low price tag. Busy this Sunday morning. Well, that's fantastic. Lots of you there. And certainly one of the most exciting launches. Was this 2023 or 2022? 2022.
Oh, I don't know actually.
I think
Late
22.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was certainly one of the biggest launches of that year, for sure. And it is totally natural, which is very unusual when it comes to onyx, especially when you see this lovely translucency. Now, if you were with us when we launched Bronca Onyx, cast your mind back to sort of what prices they were on the launch. Still amazing, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't what you're about to see today. Because, I mean, I don't know what Ross has taken it to, but I can see lots of you on the phone lines. We're going to half that price, lovely jewellery makers. For natural Bronca Onyx, 80 carats of £39.99. There is a very big difference between natural and dyed, obviously. This is of the natural variety, therefore indicates the rarity and also elevates the price tag of them. Well done, everybody. $39.99. It's a massive closeout deal, 100%, but it's still not your price. I knew you were going to say that, Roscoe. He says, I want to do one of the biggest Bronca Onyx closeout in the history of Jewellery Maker. Oh, that's a big statement. But he has a need. I feel like he's doing this right now. I have a need to see you there. 50 pence per carat currently. He would like, if there's enough of you there, I'm repeating. Pardon? You've never done this to Bronca Onyx? Okay. He'd like to take this under £20, making that 25p per carat. He says... I am repeating Ross now, okay? Please know that this is not words coming from my head. He says, help me to help you. You are a bit Tom Cruise. Yeah. You do your own stunts, don't you, Ross? Do your own stunts? Yeah? Have you ridden a motorbike off the side of a mountain? Not a motorbike. What? A push bike, right, fair enough. Fair enough. Regular skydiving. Have you levitated to avoid some lasers? Have you done that? Done a bit of that in his time, no problem. He says every time he goes to the Jewellery Maker vault, he does that. You know, that's now it's a Mission Impossible. Dun 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 dun. It's just Ross. Bead of sweat coming off the end of his nose. You are our in-house Tom Cruise. Yeah, yeah. Are you good at making cocktails as well? Are you good at making cocktails? Are you a ladies' man? Well, used to be. We have to say used to be. Were you a ladies' man? He says, no, that was my one downfall. And can you fly a plane? Yes, you can. He says he flies planes better than he can speak to women. We're going to take it under £20, Jewellery Makers. There you go. He can fly a plane better than he can chat up women. No way near enough people on the phone line, says Tom. Mr. Cruise. Mr. Cruise, there you go.
Oh, gosh.
I would like to see Ross kind of in like a VT, almost like Tom Cruise.
Yes.
I think
Speak to Alan.
Yeah, that needs to happen, doesn't it? What do you reckon? You game, Roscoe? No, okay. Under £20 only. Beautiful, ethereal gemstone, full of translucency, which is rare when it comes to your onyx, of course. Good luck. Under £20. How many do we have, Roscoe? Oh, there's only 42, and at this price tag, that has to be, I agree, one of the lowest prices potentially of Bronca Onyx. Massively so on this strand, so well done for those of you that are securing this. It's a huge closeout deal, and think about everything that we've got coming up in today's show.
Deal of the day,
your
definitely.
early bird, your deal of the day, they'd be perfect for, wouldn't they? Make sure you're checking out. Get your messages in. That's a good texting topic, actually. If you could be any character in a film, who would you be? Yeah, there you go. Have a little think about it. If you could be any character in a film. Why have I got Bridget Jones in my head right now?
Oh, watch that at Christmas. That's the best
yeah.
film ever, isn't it?
Although I don't want to be Bridget Jones because she's a bit of a calamity, isn't she? She is, but
I think that's a good one.
I'd go for she's unlucky in love. Just text in. Who would you be?
I don't want to ruin it. But...
Who would you be? I don't know. There's been some pretty good female characters. It's got to be a strong one. Wonder Woman. Yeah, Supergirl, someone like that. Amazing. Well done, everybody. Congratulations. Moving on to... Shall we do the clovers? Yeah. No? Okay. Petersite. Oh, I love this gemstone. We don't see it very often.
I haven't seen this for months and months and months.
I love it. They often refer to it as the storm stone. It's believed to help you get through turbulent times, by the way. Because if you think about a satellite image, and when a storm's sort of circulating, you get this lovely, amazing patterning. The blue variety of the petersite is usually more expensive than the sometimes brownish-like colour. And it's very, very, very rare. I remember watching a YouTube video, and it was a gentleman, I can't remember his name, but talking about petersite as a gemstone, like I said, and things stick with you when you're watching these kind of videos. And I remember him saying, you know, it's a gemstone. If you believe in metaphysical properties of gems, that this will actually help you through difficult times because it has that stormy-like appearance. Again, it's all totally and utterly natural. I know we had Charoite this weekend and we spoke about the chatoyancy of Charoite. This is very similar to Charoite actually, but with a very different colour saturation, obviously. Now, it's totally and utterly natural. This is the blue variety, so I remember us launching, or I don't know if it was a launch, but bringing petersite when we were part of the immediate group, and it was like triple figures. It's a very expensive gemstone to actually get hold of, and it's rare. It's not something that you would find on the high street. Highly unusual and very distinctive. £49.99 for beautiful blue petersite, and all of that is totally and utterly natural, no enhancement whatsoever. But you are watching during your early bird hour. Remember, everything times out within this hour, and of course, if you see anything on the website that you want me to bring to air, drop us a message. Who would like blue petersite? You did just say what I think you said, didn't you? Under £20.
Oh, yes, please.
We see it probably once or twice a year if we're lucky.
Yeah.
If we're lucky. And you know, here at JewelleryMaker, I think it's fair to say we see most gemstones, don't we? This once and twice a year. It's rare and it is incredibly beautiful. It's one of those gemstones that you're kind of get yourself lost in each stone before you actually create with it. £19.99. How many did we have, Roscoe? 29 available. I generally think this is a gemstone that if we're lucky we see once or twice a year. It's seldom, isn't it? We couldn't do a showcase of petersite, could we? I'd love to do a showcase of petersite because it is one of those gemstones that's got a fascinating story behind it. But again, it's deep, it's got that lovely dark body colour with that wonderful, mysterious kind of bluey silver sheens running through. It's not always blue, you can sometimes get it in the brown as well. Just one of those stones at £19.99.
I was thinking because I think the last time I saw it might have been a cabochon, maybe.
With immediate.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was expensive. Yeah. Really expensive. Ross is just saying when he saw last time he remembers petersite, you saw it in what? Little tiny rondelles, and you weren't taken. Now you've seen it in a big stone. You actually, it's lovely.